Yay! Chatterbox number 121, Familiar Faces. Back online with Dave Quan, Skills McStabby Pants here.
Yeah. Got my Wi-Fi working from the get-go this time. That's
yeah,
nice.
we'll see how long it lasts.
Indeed.
Fucking, what was it? Like there was two of the achievements I missed in the Sea of Thieves things, the giant update. Like now that's over, I got to sit down and edit the videos that me and Hearth made. But like I didn't fucking, there were two I couldn't get just because they were just so awkwardly scheduled.
Oh, right.
And they had like you know this block of time you can do this one, this block of time you can do that one, you know, and so on and so forth. And they're not going to do that again. They were saying they're like we figured out that people got upset.
Right. Like yeah, we're not going to do that again.
Well, because it turns out kids that have to go to school every day and like play the video game afterwards can't do all the stuff that's scheduled only while they're at school.
Oh, yeah.
And get mad about that. I didn't really care. I was just like, either figure out a way to do it or just, it's a fucking video game. If you don't get all the little points, it's not the end of the fucking world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, although you should have a good 24-hour period at least. That way.
Yeah.
Everybody's, almost everybody is going to have at least a good chunk of time to be able to do them, within that 24 hours.
Well, they were a rotating schedule of 3 different things that were, they'd be up for 4 hours, one after the other. And it was up for like a week straight. So it's not like there wasn't time for everybody.
You just wouldn't be able to do all of them.
It's just that they were always during the same time.
Oh, okay. So, I gotcha.
Like, one of the pirate ships was like the Vipers. Because they hit you with a special cannonball that poisoned you like you got bit by a snake.
Oh, okay.
So they'd always be up from like 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and like 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Okay.
So like if you were a school kid or whatever, you could do that one. Oh, hey, gaming and yelling up in the chat, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
But like, so people were upset that they couldn't necessarily like work around that schedule. And they were like, if you're going to put it on a schedule like that, make it so that every day it's a different rotation so that everybody gets a chance to do all the different things, or don't do it like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it should have, like I said, it should be within some kind of 24-hour period. So again, everybody has a crack at it. Or again, maybe fucking firefighters don't have a crack at it because they work a 24-hour shift or whatever. But again, almost everybody's going to have a crack at it.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a 24-hour period, that would make more sense. Well, then again, this is for like the whole week. So if you're like a school kid, you got your weekend, or if you're working, you got your weekend. If it's that important to you that you're upset over it, you should probably be able to work in some time on one of your days off.
So they're the same every day. So it's the same time every day, but it's actually the exact same quest every day, right? Is that
what exact same quest for one solid week for 7 straight days.
Yeah. Okay, that's not as bad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It wasn't terrible. It was. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I wasn't one of the people like, fucking, you got to fix this. Nah.
Right.
The only thing I can think of right now that they're gonna bring out that looks fucking dumb is a weird inventory system. Like right now, the game is real simple. You got like 3 kinds of things that you can pick up and use. You got bananas to heal your character. You got planks to fix a hole in your boat, and you got cannonballs to put a hole in somebody else's boat.
Right.
Those all get stored in barrels on your ship, and they're real easy to tell the difference of. And they're like and then there's generic barrels all over the place that you can pick supplies from, but you can't put anything in them. But you pick up supplies from generic barrels, you put them in your fancy barrels, and that's how you stock your boat up with stuff, right?
Right.
They want to have this whole like menu that opens every time you click on a barrel now, so that like you're fucking going through a whole fucking inventory in each barrel. And I'm like, it's real simple right now. Streamlined, it's super quick and easy and effective. Why the fuck would you make it more complicated? That's just dumb.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
It's the opposite of the appeal of the game because now I got to spend an extra like 20 seconds going through a fucking inventory while somebody's shooting at my boat.
Yeah,
It's not a good
that does
plan.
sound ridiculous, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
that does sound pretty retarded.
yeah. So it'll be interesting. I don't know. I mean, it might work. I don't know, man. Until I see it, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't think it's a good idea, but until I see it, I can't say for sure.
Yeah, but it does sound like it's needlessly complicating something.
Exactly. That's what I'm afraid of. That's my concern. But whatever, it'll be interesting. I'm already at the top of the keep in the game. Like I've reached the pirate legendary status. I've got all the stuff I need to get. There's really not much left for me to have to work on. So I'm not like super frantic about it.
Right.
So anything that comes out is just for me to have fun with. I don't have to worry about like, well, I got to build levels and I got to do this and that and the other thing. It's like, nah, I'm good. I can just fuck around.
You're all done. Everything now is just to fuck around with, essentially.
Yeah, it's just to have fun. So I'm over all the work part of it.
Yeah, right on. Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and never again like last week. God damn. Although Akinara man, if you're listening, I love you, but goddamn, dude, that was a little sad. Like, oh, I'm leaving. You guys are awful.
Because Satan and Satire's on.
No, he didn't like Satan and Satire anyway. But like, I don't think he understands that Satan and Satire is not. It's not joking.
Yeah. Satan, he's been through some shit, dude. He's not edgy.
That's what he is. He's not an edgy teenager. He's an adult, and he's that fucked up. That's just who he is.
Yeah. He's been through some shit, dude.
Jinx says you need a nap. I'd love a nap. I don't know if I can take one though. Like online, that might be kind of hard. Hear me like sitting over here fucking snoring and shit. Although I hope Gaming and Yelling gets some sleep. I that dude needs more sleep, I think, than most people, or less sleep. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna offend him either way. So.
Yeah. Seems cranky. So
yeah. But yeah. Oh. Talking to gaming. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I just assumed I needed a nap as well. Mainly, maybe I just want a nap. There's a difference.
Yeah, we could all use a nap, dude.
Oh, I found the best snack food ever. This is just the cheese. You can buy it on Amazon too. When you like are melting cheese on something in the microwave, and a little bit gets on the plate and it kind of bubbles up and gets all funky looking and it turns into like a hard crusty thing.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's just fucking bars or little bites of that.
That shit actually is pretty good, dude. Like, or when you like burn, or not burn, but like, well, kind of burn something, a bit of cheese, like on your grill or on your pan. Yeah, that stuff actually tastes all right, dude.
That's exactly what this shit is. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah. And I assume it's gonna taste a lot like Cheez-Its, dude.
Yeah,
That's what this stuff usually tastes like.
Tastes exactly like cheese.
Yeah. No, Cheez-Its.
Oh, like Cheez-Its, like the crackers? Yeah, a little bit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what it always tastes like to me when you have that kind of semi-burnt cheese or whatever.
Yeah, but they are amazing. I recommend them to anybody.
Yeah. Oh, so you've actually tried them?
Oh yeah, so fucking good, so crunchy. Like if you're a fan of crunchy stuff, they're fucking epic.
Yeah. Does it? Yeah, like I said, that's what I assume it tastes like. Is again, not exactly, but pretty similar to Cheez-Its, which I fucking love too, by the way.
Yeah, Cheez-Its. I don't know if I was never really big into crackers,
but they're the cheesiest, man.
I'm not like they're good, but I just was never into crackers. Never.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like I never would sit and munch on crackers. I would eat potato chips rarely.
Yeah, I've never been big on chips, dude. Actually, I'll eat them sometimes. But crackers though, like I always loved Ritz crackers are always really good. Not by themselves. Most of the time when I'm eating that stuff, I'm eating it like with tuna. Like tuna is really good on a Ritz cracker, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah. If you're eating it with something, like with a dip or something, that's different.
Yeah, or like pepperoni and cheese on a fucking Ritz is really good. You know, well, any food, it's fucking any sandwich type of shit really works really well too. But yeah, Cheez-Its are good with peanut butter. It's kind of like remember when your kids had those little packs of the cheese crackers with peanut butter?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing as that. So yeah,
I used to buy those fucking. Those are one of the few crackers that I would buy. Is those little orange packs of fucking peanut butter crackers.
Yeah, so essentially
the store sells them in like 12 packs or something.
Yeah, like a little box of them. Yeah,
you can buy little peanut butter crackers and you can buy little cheese cracker packets. Those I would buy every once in a while.
Yeah. So what I do is essentially just glop down a little bit of a bit of peanut butter on a plate, and then have a bunch of the Cheez-Its. Just kind of scoop out peanut butter and eat them like that. When I'm detoxing, for some reason, it's shit like that is all I can eat.
Like salty, kind of fatty, high carb, like.
Yeah, because again, you have no appetite when you're fucking when I'm detoxing from my meds or whatever. So when I'm going into withdrawal, I should say, you're starving, but you have no appetite. So like you're actually in pain. Like you're getting hunger pains, but you can't. Like it's still incredibly difficult to eat because you have zero appetite. That was one of the few things that I could eat was something like that. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. So any of you out there that are detoxing and having a similar problem, that's for you. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a common issue for a lot of people watching our show. Fucking last time, fucking. What was it? Satan snorting fucking coke. I'm sure anybody on detox walking our show stopped that point right there.
Yeah, shit. Like you guys are fucking with my sobriety, goddammit. Which again, they weren't. I'm fucking, several years into my sobriety. So
I did like the part where you were like, I wonder if it'd be better for my back pain.
Right. I wonder if coke would work better than the painkillers at this point. Yeah.
Goddamn.
It does numb you up. I mean, and coke, I cannot see myself becoming addicted to because I've used it and I don't get the appeal.
I've never done coke. I've never had any interest in that kind of thing. Uppers have never been my thing. Like I have enough fucking anxiety all by myself to not pour other fucking anxiety onto it. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I'm a downer guy myself too. So obviously, you know what I mean. I'm fucking opioid addict. So.
I never went quite that far. I'm a big fan of like weed or like hallucinogens. You're gonna do some mushrooms or some fucking LSD.
I rarely use coke and I never literally never use meth.
I'd never touch meth. Yeah, I have to be out of your fucking mind to smoke that.
Yeah, no, or snort it or whatever. But yeah, luckily for me, like before I ever had any opportunity to try it, for one thing, I saw people on it, and for another, I found out like what they use to manufacture it, and I was just like, I'm never fucking touching that. For one thing, I'm watching some dude clean the shit out of a fucking room that's absolutely clean to begin with, spending 45 minutes sweeping the shit out of essentially nothing. Yeah, or watching people take apart a radio controlled car at 4 a.m, or taking apart a fucking phone jack, dude.
Jesus Christ. If you like watch Cops, if somebody's fucking on meth, there's no way you can fucking cover for that. Like you're not gonna be able to they're gonna know.
Yeah.
But if you're high, like on weed, you could probably be all right if you're not like smoking way too much.
Yeah, unless you're ridiculously high.
Yeah, you're going to be able to fucking front. Like, they're not going to necessarily know you're high.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was like one of the big things. And then also, it just didn't look fun.
Mm-hmm.
They always
exactly,
miserable.
Yeah, no, seriously, they're like cleaning the fuck out of something, or which again, I was never a fan of cleaning anyway. But you know, just the shit they do, offering to clean out your car, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You know what I mean? Like, they're so desperate for something to do. Like,
well, I think
do something. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
It's a little surprising that weed is the one that got legalized in so many places and not meth. Because meth is like the one you'd want for like factory workers.
Yeah,
especially
the one
for
that
like a shitty like t-shirt factory or fucking something like that. Like you want a bunch of methed out dudes because they're gonna make those shirts fast.
Yeah, they're gonna be productive. Although I don't know how error-free they're going to be.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
you might get a bunch of fucked up shirts. You get 1,000 shirts, you just won't be able to sell like 800 of them because they'll be all fucked up.
Right. Yeah. So maybe, but again, yeah, it's a weird drug because like you've got all this energy, all this focus, but and you've got plenty of time before you have to be to work, but then you still manage to be late for work and not show up to work. You know what I mean? Like it kind of takes you out of it, and you know, not realizing what time it is, I guess. Because I've heard a lot of stories, you know, in the recovery meetings and shit about that. Like, well, I've never, you know, it's not like I overslept and it made me late for work. You know, when they're talking about their fucking meth habit or whatever.
Yeah,
but you know, they still managed to fucking end up being late to fucking work, despite the fact that they've been up for 38 hours.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. Fucking tweakers.
Yeah. Shit. Fucking. What was I gonna say? I fucking had a point. Oh, McCain is dead.
Oh, yeah.
You never had a chance to really rant about that.
Yeah. Well, I did a little bit, but yeah, it's I fucking I feel like an asshole for being glad someone's dead.
Don't. He's a piece of garbage.
Right. Yeah. In his case, though, you know, yeah, I don't feel quite as bad.
Yeah.
It was a fucking. Yeah, he became a truly despicable person. Maybe he always was.
Well, I mean, he was a traitor to his fucking country. They were gonna try him for treason. You know, like the only reason he didn't stand trial for treason when he got released from being a prisoner of war was because Nixon pardoned him. So, like, he's probably guilty of treason. And, you know, got away with it because Nixon was like, oh, well, there's a fellow traitor to his country. I better fucking let him go.
Yeah. What was the treason thing? I didn't even remember hearing about that.
He gave information that probably led to the shooting down of at least 60 different aircraft.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that's widely accepted as an accurate statement.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
It's given any credence that it could be untrue is because he was never tried. Because Nixon pardoned him prior to being forced to stand trial, and he probably would have been like dishonorably discharged. He probably never should have been able to be a senator in the first place.
How do you fucking pardon somebody beforehand? I didn't realize you could do that.
You can pardon somebody beforehand. Yeah, you can just say like you're pardoned. Like you whether you're found guilty or not, you will never have to pay the penalty, essentially.
Wow. Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Commander-in-chief, you know?
Right. Yeah, it's fucking bizarre. Like, I don't know. I think it should have to go through, and then you can pardon them.
Find out whether they're guilty or not, yeah.
Right. But that's probably why. It'll probably be why. Yeah. Why he would pardon them ahead of time, because they didn't want them to see the trial and show how fucking obviously guilty he was.
Well, you know, and then there's also like, you know, you could have a situation where like Arpaio was clearly innocent. Like there was nothing he'd done that was even remotely illegal.
Right.
Yet they still found him guilty.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Apparently, the laws just don't apply. Like, the judge should have dismissed the case.
Yeah, it's completely baseless, but they're just like, nope, we're finding you guilty, motherfucker.
We're finding you guilty of stuff, of not following laws that don't exist.
And apparently there was another. I'm not sure how exactly. I've got to research this more, but the gist of what I thought it was saying was that he was essentially dismissing people, potential. What do you call them? Potential rivals within the Republican Party. He was just dismissing from the party.
Yeah. Fucking, he basically made sure that there was nobody who could even remotely challenge him. To the detriment of his own party in Arizona, and like to the detriment of Arizona.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, he betrayed his party, he betrayed his state, he betrayed the voters, he betrayed the country. Like the fucking nothing, and then he used his fucking illness and his impending doom as a fucking political tool, and they're still using his death as a political tool because of that asshole.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, the stranglehold he ended up being allowed to have over the state, man. Yeah, it's pretty sickening. And what I find really disturbing, especially for somebody who was in war and was a POW, allegedly, is his... how do you joke about fucking bombing? Like, you remember his bomb Iran fucking joke? Yeah. Like, how do you make a fucking joke about bombing and killing people, dude? Like, you should be incredibly reluctant to do any of that shit. Or at least
one of the people that actually
pretend you feel bad about it. You know what I mean?
I would make a joke about bombing people, but I don't have the actual ability to bomb people.
Really? You would?
Oh, I'm sure I could come up with something. I can't think of anything offhand, but like, not like, I don't know. It wouldn't be like a real fucking situation. I don't know. I'm pretty fucking dark.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, I don't think anything's off limits for humor. I think that the point where it becomes really distasteful is he has the authority to actually make it happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the part that's weird and creepy about it. And he did it in a weird and creepy way, not a way that was clearly just a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I guess I thought you were saying, like, if you were in that position.
Oh, yeah, if I was in that position, I'd probably make a joke, but it'd be really obvious, like, that I wasn't serious. Like, it'd be funny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine making a fucking joke about something like that, dude.
There's
at least like that. I guess just I don't know. I guess it would depend on how you're.
It's in the delivery. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if you deliver it the right way, it's really clear that you're not serious and it's funny. Versus, like, I don't know, man. Like, fucking anything. What's that guy says? Oh, fucking Cruz. Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, anytime that dude tries to tell a joke, it's just not funny.
Right.
You know, he just doesn't have a good delivery.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you listen to fucking
comedic timing or whatever, dude.
Yeah, Daniel Tosh make the joke about the kid, you know, like the kid getting raped or something, and he tells a really funny joke about it. And it's fucking hilarious. You're laughing your ass off, and he's like, and it's not even a real kid. Like, people that are getting upset. That's nobody actually got raped. It was not a real little kid.
Yeah, that was the whole fucking thing over that was pretty fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, well, the thing he got in trouble with was what if those guys just raped that woman right there, because he was going after a heckler who just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Oh, right.
Loudmouth fucking sanctimonious cunt who decided she was going to go to a comedy show and talk about why jokes aren't funny. Like, that's the fucking place to do it, bitch. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. Damn.
Yeah, but one of his things in one of his stand-ups is he talks about, like, this kid who's just so incredibly fuckable that everybody rapes him. And he just keeps going on and on. And even just talking about it's kind of silly. But at the end, he's like, if you're upset, keep in mind, that's not a real fucking kid. There's nobody really got raped.
Right. Like, there doesn't actually exist a kid that can't avoid being raped because he's so fucking attractive. Like,
exactly.
That doesn't exist in reality.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Is it's if you deliver things in the right way, like it's very obvious you're joking, and the way you talk about it, that's different. With fucking with fucking what's his name again? Damn it, I already forgot his name. Oh, that's because he's gonna be fucking McCain. That's right. With that dude, like you could see him fucking like shooting somebody while singing like bomb bomb bomb. Like he'd be fucking thinking it'd be really funny to actually like kill them while doing it. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like the way he was joking, like it seemed really sociopathic. Like you really want to bomb these people and fucking kill them, and you're making fucking jokes about it, dude.
Yeah,
I guess that's what I have the issue with. Is like, you're fucking sick, dude.
yeah. I wouldn't make a joke while we're currently doing it necessarily, especially not in a political situation, just because that's dumb. Right. I'm just saying you could probably do it and be funny if you weren't him.
Although honestly, he was on Saturday Night Live and he was actually not bad, dude.
Well, if he wasn't at least somewhat personable, he would never have been able to get into office.
Right.
It's just a point at which he got like the fucking mask slipped, and you're like, oh, that's a fucking monster with a fucking person mask on.
Yeah. I guess that's the other thing is, I think I had mentioned it last show, but like, I fucking really like that dude up through the. The first time when he went up against when he went up in the Republican primaries against George W. When George W. ended up being president, he really should have been the nominee. I think it was fucked up that George W. got it. I really wanted to see McCain instead of Gore and fucking George W. Bush going at it. I really wanted to see McCain and Bill Bradley go at it. I thought that would have been interesting. But neither of them did. But from that moment on, he never called out George W. or any of them for their fucking bullshit, for the fucked up shit they did, dude.
Well, I mean, he was a warlock. He was making money hand over fist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I think he still thought he had, I guess he technically did have a chance to still be president. But I think that's what motivated him more than anything is he wanted to be president so bad that he was like, I'm not going to criticize him because that's going to ruin my chances within the party.
Yeah.
I think he was a fucking coward for not calling them out. And
exactly. Yeah.
I don't. He was probably a shitty person the whole time. But in my mind, he went from being like a halfway decent person to fucking selling out and becoming a nasty
shit. As far as being a politician, it was really he wasn't bad until like the last 5-6 years.
I honestly think he went downhill ever since that moment, since he lost to George W.
But like the brain cancer probably had something to do with that.
I think somebody told them, or whoever else, the powers that be in the Republican Party were like, "Look, you didn't make it this time, but play ball, be cool, and you'll get a shot when he's done."
No, I think also keep in mind like the brain cancer was fucking with him too, so that might have had a pretty major effect.
Yeah, but again, he was selling out long before that. That just made it, worse.
Yeah, they could have. Well, it obviously did. At one point he was actually calling fucking Rand Paul a fucking an agent of fucking Putin, like a fucking Russian spy.
Oh right, yeah.
He was like, fucking Russian spy. What
again?
Fuck?
There should be something. There should be some kind of mechanism in place, where. Again, if somebody is so obviously, or again, to me anyway, it's pretty fucking obvious that he was incapacitated, severely restricted due to the fucking brain
term limits. You should never be able to run for more than 2 fucking terms.
Yeah. Razor Fist video on
Congress for 50 years. You should be able to serve in Congress for like 4 or 8, and then be done.
Yeah, no, I've kind of gone back and forth on that, but yeah, this one finally convinced me. I'm like, okay, yeah, this and Strom Thurmond have convinced me. Term limits need to be a thing, dude. Yeah, and I don't think the senator thing should be a 6-year fucking term either. Why is the Senate a 6-year term when president's only a 4-year term?
Yeah, it's absurd. It's totally absurd. Like there should be there should never be any political office you can hold for more than 8 years and 2 terms, like two terms of 4 years at the most.
Yeah, remember when FDR happened? That was the reason the term limit was set for the fucking president. So I don't understand why you don't think the same thing should apply to the Senate. You know, there'd be some kind of turnover there.
Well, and then and McCain is a prime example of like he hid his incredibly like bad health from the fucking people, and he should not have been in office for the last couple of terms.
And again, it's one thing if it's like fucking heart disease or lung disease, like something that doesn't affect your mind as much. But
no, I don't agree. I think if it's something that you might just keel the fuck over at random, or you have really good odds of just keeling over, you owe it to the people you represent to step down and allow somebody else who's in better health. I mean, because anybody could just die at any minute. I mean, obviously, whatever. But
I don't know.
The odds are extremely low.
He shouldn't be seeking re-election, and he did seek re-election when. Well, again, I don't know that 100%, but again, it'd be shocking if he didn't already know he had brain cancer when he was seeking re-election a couple of years ago.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you know you have like a serious heart condition or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
step down.
If you find out if you're in office, like I think
you should step down. You should step down if you know you have something that's a real risk of death. Like, step down and allow somebody else to take the position so that you don't have to leave a fucking vacancy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you should still be able to hold it as long as your mental faculties are still there. But I think there.
I'm not saying they should be forced to. I'm saying the honorable thing would be to do.
Right. Well,
just my opinion that if it were me in that position, I would step down because it'd be like, look, I recognize that I might not be able to continue to serve this whole term. It's only fair and reasonable to allow somebody else to be voted into place or appointed, whatever the system is that the state is designated.
I think I would just have the other person ready to go when I did keel over.
Yeah, well, I think that it's more important to think of the people that you're supposedly representing than your own wants. You know what I mean? Like if you're put in that position, that's the way I would look at it. It's like, if I was one of those people, hey, Mad Metal Man, what's up? I would want the senator to like step down so that the transition would be smoother, and there would be less time where we weren't being represented.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how we were going about it. Like the person replacing you in that scenario should be someone that's elected then, because
that's what I'm saying. Preferably that would be how you would do it.
Right. As opposed to appointing somebody.
Yeah, you hold an emergency election and you run and like let people run, or you just appoint somebody from the same party or something like. I don't know, man. Every state does it different. Right.
Yeah, I think here actually just appoint somebody because I think they're talking about making his fucking wife.
Like it's some sort of fucking like we're in a fucking fiefdom.
All right. Fucking. It's so fucking ridiculous.
Like he was the fucking Duke of Arizona, and his wife now inherits the fucking position.
Yeah. If that fucking happens, holy shit, dude.
Fucking psychos. We're gonna make his wife fucking senator. Fucking why?
That's fucking.
It's not enough.
Yeah,
his wife.
Yeah, no, I wonder how
she'll never fucking die.
Because again, a
bitch sucks the life out of him.
Dude, a lot of us hated that motherfucker. So I am curious, like how everyone's going to react if that actually happens. Because again,
I imagine that's not going to happen.
I assume they're going to do some kind of poll and realize that that's an incredibly unpopular position.
Yeah, they're going to look and see, like, wait, so most people in Arizona have at least one gun? Yeah, let's not do that.
All right. A lot more than that, dude.
That's why Trump is never going to be fucking impeached.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, wait, people in this country own a lot of guns. Oh, well, we can't just ignore the fucking will of the people then to that extent. Like, we can't just stage a coup because the bullshit where like supposedly Trump knew about the meeting between his son and the Russian spy, like whatever nonsense that was. I don't think that's an accurate statement. It's like the spy that was embedded in fucking the NRA. Like that was not a Russian spy. It was some big Russian business person. was involved in trying to sell guns to people who buy guns. Like, that's what her fucking job was. And now this poor bitch is in like prison, just disappeared somewhere into prison, unfortunately, because she's doing her job and probably not remotely nefarious. Well, that's awesome news, Jinx. It's in the chat. That's awesome. That's good to hear.
What happened?
Oh, Jinx's mom has been sick, and she seems to be getting stronger.
Oh,
so that's good news.
Sure, man.
Yeah, excellent news, actually. But yeah, so like fucking they just throw this poor lady in prison and make up some nonsense about her being a spy with no real evidence to back it. It's the same thing with Trump. Like, somebody says, "Hey, I got some dirt on so and so." Who's not going to meet with that person? Like, let's not pretend that's not how politics works.
Right.
First of all, none of what he did is technically illegal. There's never going to be a case.
Right.
CNNs will say, until they're blue in the face and their fucking balls fall off.
Yeah, well, dude, they've been talking about impeaching him since before he took office.
Yeah, but there's a reason why the fucking Ancient Aliens is more people watching it.
Damn, dude. Oh, shit. Their fucking story, their theories are more believable.
Well, the thing is, there's this thing that Cohen's cooperating. The story that went around that Cohen's cooperating, and he has proof that Trump was well aware of the meeting prior to it occurring, so it's a felony and blah, blah, blah. All of which is not true. And it was made up by his fucking Cohen's lawyer. It was completely false.
Wow.
He literally intentionally leaked false information to the fucking press. And they've never corrected it.
Wow. That's fucked, dude. That's crazy.
Like, he announced it and shit. It was pretty fucking funny.
That's amazing. Jesus, dude.
God damn, Jinx, that is pretty fucking badass. Sorry, I keep seeing the chat.
Yeah.
So Jinx brought this up earlier and we didn't talk about it. We really should. The fucking they just let those people in New Mexico go, apparently.
Wow.
The whole fucking thing. They're like, some fucking mystery agency went in and demolished it. And they fucking just let these kids go. So what this does to me, honestly, like conspiracy theory time. Everybody get out your tinfoil fucking hat. I think these people were working for the fucking DNC, man. I honestly think these people were somehow related to a lot of real heavy duty fucking hitters.
Yeah, actually,
they were involved with a lot of fucking corporations and shit.
Yeah, I read something about that, dude. Like, it makes sense, dude. It's honestly the only scenario
elected judge.
It's the only scenario where everything that happens makes sense.
Yeah, because you don't find a terrorist compound and be like, well, we're gonna stand trial. It's like, what about Gitmo? Like, I'm not a fan of the whole concept, but you have like these places to take terrorists because you don't bother with the trials.
Right.
You're like, oh no, these are terrorists. We go torture them and find out what they know about any other terrorists.
Right. Yeah. No, it's like I said, I can't. I guess there probably are some other wacky scenarios that could explain the behavior, but again, that's for me. When you apply the, I forget what the razor thing's called, but when you apply the what is more likely,
Occam's razor, yeah.
I forget what other razor thing I always confuse with that one with, but whatever other razors out there, I always mix them up. But yeah, it's again, that seems to me what is most likely.
I think that if they got actually close to conviction, they'd fucking roll over and rat, and you'd see a lot of other people going down.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, okay, don't worry about it. We'll take care of you.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, we're gonna, claim we're looking for evidence. Or wait, what reason did they give?
They claim that the DA fucked up the whole case.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't buy that for a second. I think it's a Democrat fucking elected judge who's ideological.
Right.
And I think the case was probably just fine. And they basically just, fucking got the payoff. It's like fucking, so this is something you'll never see in the fucking news. So Governor Cuomo, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo fucking halted the investigation into the Manhattan DA's handling of the Harvey Weinstein case. just as a law firm that represents Weinstein gave Cuomo's campaign 25 grand.
Wow, shocking.
Yeah, I mean, it's like fucking blatant payoff shit, and you're like, you're never going to see shit about it because, yeah, they paid him off. And the fucking the so-called media that's really, oh, they're here to help everybody, you know, they want to tell the truth, they're gonna solve all our fucking problems. It's just flat out keeping that shit quiet, and it's like, I don't know, man, it's fucking insane. It's real, that's really scary.
Yeah, that you can just essentially, it's like an even more fucked up version of the Catholic Church selling indulgences back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, if you pay enough money, you can essentially get away with anything. Yeah, I don't know if it is. I assume you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know if anyone else does, but back, I can't remember what time period it was, but there was a time, at a point in time,
plenary indulgence.
Where basically you could commit any sin you want as long as you had enough money to donate to the church. They called it selling indulgences, basically. But you could essentially commit any sin. Again, as long as you had enough money to pay for it. So yeah, it's essentially the same thing as that, dude.
Yeah, it's what was it? It's sort of like blood gold.
Right.
But it's the same thing where, like, if you killed somebody or you murdered somebody, you just pay a fine and then you're done. And it's like essentially, instead of actually facing justice like everyone else would.
Right.
I think they call it like blood guild or something like that in like Germany and the fucking Norse areas. But I mean, we already knew that was the case after like O.J. Simpson. That was like the big public one that kind of just rubbed everybody's fucking nose in it. That like, yeah, if you're rich and famous, you can just cash all your fucking fame chips in and spend all your fucking money and kill your fucking ex-wife because you're mad at her.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, you caught her blowing the fucking waiter guy.
Well, even though she's not even his fucking wife anymore.
Right.
Like, and then you can write books called like, I didn't do it, but if I did, here's how I would have planned it.
Dude, that was I could not believe that fucking that happened, dude. It was so. Yeah, it literally says I did it, but the if part is inside the letter I of I did it. Like, all fucking tiny, dude. Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
That's so fucking insane, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Satan, that was pretty blatant.
Satan says we're all bad. Fuck everyone.
He's got a point, too.
That's a fair point. Can't argue with that.
Right.
It's a terrible show. I don't know why anybody shows up. But I have noticed that he's trying to get people to unfollow him on Twitter, so we have to figure out how to get more people to follow him on Twitter. So if anybody has a chance to just put out like a tweet, hey, Satan Satire has been censored by Twitter. He's a good, strong Republican. His voice needs to be heard. Give him a subscription or something.
And don't forget about the hugs. Don't forget about the hugs, dude.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm like, let's try to get him more followers.
Well, we can do both.
Oh man, I don't know if we can get the hugs. I think the followers is a possibility, though. Just say he's being censored or something. That's the new fucking bullshit line to get more people to follow you on Twitter. I'm being censored. Follow me so you don't miss what I say, because what I say really matters.
Yeah. Poor peoples being censored all the time.
Satan will appreciate that. I'm sure he will absolutely love it if he gets an influx of followers. I don't know if I have enough followers to do that, but I'm going to try it later.
Yeah, I know I don't. Like I said, I can make the attempt, but it'll essentially be a symbolic only.
We're trying to help, and if everybody who watches wants to help, that's the best way.
Follow Satan Satire. If you love democracy, if you love America, if you love democracy, you better follow Satan and Satire, everyone.
Mad Metal Man, I can just tweet him out and everything I post. Yes, that's absolutely true. And Jinx, he is warm-hearted and everything, I think. Did you see the cock up that I made of like getting so many fucking people on the stream last time? He came in and just cleared that out so quick and so effectively.
Dude, that was pretty impressive, dude. God damn. Because, dude, honestly, I did not want to, like, by the time my Wi-Fi kicked in and I got to hear the stream, I'm like, I don't even want to go on this, to be honest. You know, like, I'm like, I don't want to join this.
Well, I like Futter. Futter's funny. And I made the mistake of being like, sure, just invite everybody. So, like, nobody else is at fault. It was my fucking dumbass mistake.
Yeah, I think Futter was gone by the time.
Well, at first it was just Futter. It was Satan and Futter, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be entertaining." And they kind of go back and forth at each other.
Right.
And then, like, that was fun to watch because I always like watching like people being sort of passive aggressive. Well, Satan being aggressive and aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yeah, I don't think Satan does passive.
Right.
I don't think he's capable of it. But then all these other people showed up, and like I don't know, Samaj is all right. He's genuinely a pretty nice guy.
Right.
One of the chicks I don't even fucking know, and I didn't particularly like that. She wasn't that fucking funny or entertaining. I don't know why anybody would put her on a stream.
Yeah, that's who I was mainly hearing when I first joined.
Yeah, I would invite Jinx. Definitely, Jinx. I should invite at some point. I don't know if you'll ever actually come onto a stream though. But like her and her boyfriend were just fucking dead weight. There was no point in having them on here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's the one that.
And then there was the drunk chick who was like, I don't know, she wasn't terrible, but just fucking wasted and boring.
Yeah, that's the thing. Again, I was seeing all that, and I'm like, I don't want to be part of this. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be part of this. You know, but then again, literally within like 5 minutes, they fucking ran him off, dude. It was fucking awesome.
He was my hero.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll love that, dude. Did you ever know?
Yeah.
My hero?
Oh God, I'm not gonna sing the fucking hero song to him. That would be bad.
Yeah, me neither. I'll allude to it, but I am not singing it, dude.
So I'm getting shit about it in the chat, so I sent Jinx a link.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, Jinx, just invite whoever.
No, God, no, don't, please don't. Like Mad Metal Man was like, hey, I'm gonna invite some other people. I'd be like, okay, that I totally don't. I would trust him to invite people that were entertaining or interesting.
Right. Yeah, and then but Futter didn't even invite anybody specific, right? He just sent out the fucking link. Right?
Well, no, they were all on his stream, and like, hey man, okay, that's how he runs his streams, and like, I don't have anything against those people. I don't dislike them. I was on his stream with them earlier, and it was fun, but just like, I don't know, man. Like a couple of those people were just annoying.
Yeah.
Like. They just fucking started kicking people out and be like, oh, I don't know, that's so weird. They must have lost connection or something.
Jesus, dude. But yeah, no, that's why even when I came on, I'm like, wow, it's pretty appropriate that there's crickets on in the background.
Yeah.
For the
I still didn't fucking hear those. Yeah, chick. My fucking tinnitus kicked in and I couldn't hear shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I did not hear a single cricket, unfortunately. Yeah. I like cricket noises, though. They don't bother me.
Yeah. I always think it's weird. What is it called where you kind of tune shit like that out? Like sometimes like someone will be like, oh wow, those crickets are annoying, and like the whole time you didn't really hear them until somebody pointed it out. What's that called, dude? I forget what that's fucking called. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's background noise, but you're not like recognizing it consciously until somebody points it out.
Because it's subconscious.
Right. Yeah. Like you're just kind of tuning it out because it's just background noise. Like you're not even acknowledging it. I forget. There's like a term for that. I can't think of what it is at the moment.
I don't know.
It's not sensory gating. I don't think that's what it is, but it might be. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But I think that's more for like pain. Like the more immediate pain will drown out like a reminder kind of pain.
Yeah. Like if your knee is always a little bit sore, but you fucking got a fucking scraped elbow or something, the scraped elbow will drown it out because that's the more current thing.
Yeah.
Oh, now Jinx won't. She's like, she's not going to come because she won't take any pity invites. Ha.
Yeah. No, that was
I think that means we just have to invite her to every single stream from here on into perpetuity.
Oh, man.
Right? I mean, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Selective hearing, maybe.
Yeah. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty close, dude.
That was Jinx's contribution, or old age. I like old age though.
Old age. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate too.
Yeah. Fucking crazy pants. Oh,
But
you
yeah,
see
it's
the
annoying.
fucking Kansas State University, one of the professors decided he's not going to have office hours because they allow students to carry on campus if they have a firearms permit or concealed carry permit, they can carry on campus.
Oh wow.
Or if they're open carry, they carry as well, I think. And because he was like, they just might start shooting people and the shit. Like,
oh my god, dude.
It's one of those things where you're like, fucking really?
Yeah, that's obviously ideologically driven, dude. Like, fuck you, dude. Fucking signaling fucking asshole. Like, dude, if somebody wants to shoot you, they're gonna fucking office hours isn't gonna stop them, or the lack of office hours isn't gonna fucking stop them from getting you, dude.
So he's only available by email or Skype or on the like in whatever, like by appointment.
Wow. Yeah. So again, they're gonna be able to get you no matter what, buddy.
My guess is this is really just so he doesn't have to have office hours.
Right. Just an excuse. Yeah. Well, it's like twofold then. Like it serves his virtue signaling purpose, and also it gets him out of the fucking office hours.
Exactly. He figured it out. He's like, so if I pretend to give a fuck about this, I could just work from home and not have to listen to those fucking cunty students coming to my office crying about test scores.
Yeah.
I can just get emails that I don't even have to read. I can just delete as soon as I see the name.
Yeah. Dude, is he not teaching in person at all?
No, I mean, he teaches in person, so it's not like he's safer because he went to office hours.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? I thought it was like not just office hours, but like literally wasn't even in person to teach the class. Like, dude, if you're gonna go for it, dude.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
What I mean? Be like, hey, I'm not even gonna show up. I'm telecommuting. It's gonna be like that scene in fucking Real Genius. Never mind, that's gonna be really fucking obscure. All right, I'm gonna leave that point alone, dude. Has anybody out there even seen Real Genius from the fucking 80s with Val Kilmer and other people?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's just been a while.
Okay, well, there's a scene in there, like at the beginning, the student and like all the students are there and the teachers are, but like it shows like this kind of montage of there being less students, being essentially slowly replaced by recorders, and then finally in the last scene, there's literally nothing but recorders, and up front where the teacher would normally be, there's just a giant fucking recorder. You're just playing out the fucking lesson.
Yeah,
literally nobody in class, dude.
Well, that's essentially what a lot of the fucking like they're not real colleges, they're fucking like technical colleges, I think they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Like DeVry and shit like that. Oh, well, there's all these like online university technical colleges.
Yeah, like
that's essentially what those are.
Right.
Yeah, like you just fucking sign onto a website and fucking watch some videos, and then they give you a fucking degree and be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. You don't really, but you paid the fucking few grand and watched the fucking videos.
Yeah, it's essentially a diploma mill.
Yeah.
But one that's allowed to fucking operate for some reason.
Well, exactly. It's allowed to operate, unlike all the other diploma mills. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah. If TJ Kirk's dad had gone through the process of bribing whoever, it wouldn't have had that trouble.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with that, but his dad got busted for running a fucking diploma mill.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, TJ Kirk is about as honest as a bent fucking nail, so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fucking pretty crazy, man.
Oh, Jinx wants to know what is our worst vice? God, I don't know. Probably like fucking porn.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of, what do you call it? Cliche-ish.
Is that cliche?
Yeah, I think so. For a
Porn is my
fucking
worst
dude.
vice.
Yeah, well, I think that's a vast majority of dudes. Although, no, this porn's not really that bad. So if you're going with worst vice,
Oh, like not the
like
one that you waste the most time on.
the one that's actually like evil or something like bad. Is that? I guess that's.
Yeah, because I'll just occasionally watch porn, not
mm,
like to jack off or anything. I'll just watch porn.
oh, really? Okay, no, mine's yeah. I don't do that. Anytime I'm watching porn, I'm masturbating, dude. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
see,
watch
I
porn.
watch a lot of porn. I'll just watch it.
Yeah, I don't watch porn and be like, you know, it's really good acting in this scene.
No, I don't know, man. I'm just fucked up. What do you want, man? I don't know.
No, that's cool, man. But yeah, I've never watched porn for anything other than a masturbate.
My fucking ego? Does that count as a vice?
Well, again, that one kind of apply to everybody too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to think.
Well,
Yeah, are you talking? Yeah, I guess we should ask for the clarification. Are you actually talking about like what's the most evil thing, or is it? Excuse me, more of like just what we do the most as we wait. It's always good to ask the chat questions and then just have
just stand there. Yeah, they're like there's nothing going on.
Yeah, it's the best part of the live stream is when
Jinx's worst vice is Mad Metal Man. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, man. Doing the show for some god awful reason, despite the fact that we get 5 viewers. That's our worst vice.
Coffee, nicotine, and THC. Yeah, I don't know. Coffee. I don't know if coffee is a vice. Is it?
Mine would be sugar then, probably any kind of sweets, because caffeine doesn't do anything for me. But like, I eat a lot of sugary things, dude. Holy fuck! You know, a thing I'm fucking hooked on right now is, and it's gonna sound disgusting, but it's fucking amazing. Is the Reese's miniature peanut butter cups, but with white chocolate.
Oh, I could see that
instead of milk chocolate. Like it sounds weird. Peanut butter and white chocolate sounds weird. Like it did to me too. But I was like,
those are good.
It's fucking really good. I actually like it better than the regular milk chocolate ones, and I really fucking like the milk chocolate ones.
I used to do, like the little tiny Reese's peanut butter cups, not the ones in the foil, but the little tiny ones in the packet.
Yeah, the actual miniature ones. Yeah.
I used to mix those with the Kit Kats, the same size Kit Kats.
Oh, right.
And it was like a weird peanut buttery, crunchy kind of fucking. It was really good.
Yeah, that actually does sound. I think they did that. I think Reese's made some kind of thing that had it was like wafery, like that, but had the peanut butter flavor.
Oh, but yeah, honestly, they had one of those. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they had one that was a Reese's Sticks.
Yeah, but it probably wasn't as good as what you're describing, to be honest.
The one I was talking about was actually a little bit better, but the Reese's Sticks were good too.
Yeah, but it actually, the fucking, because again, it's the middle size, not the regular cups that come like 2 in a pack or whatever, the decent sized ones, and not the mini ones that aren't wrapped. It's the in between ones that are wrapped up in individual foil or whatever. Those they make a version with white chocolate. They make a dark chocolate one too, but I have no interest in trying that because I really don't like dark chocolate. Although it is Reese's and this shit's usually pretty good, but well, whatever, dude. Anybody out there, if you like white chocolate at all and you like Reese's at all, that's some fucking good shit to try. The white chocolate, the white chocolate cups, peanut butter cups.
Highly recommended by. Dave Swakwa. I forgot your name for a minute. God damn.
Yeah, it's all right. I forget my nonsense name sometimes.
Dude, fucking started. I have a hard time remembering my real name.
Oh, wow.
Like a lot. Like more and more, I keep thinking of myself as my fucking internet name.
Damn. Yeah, I still haven't gotten used to the name, despite the fact that I've had it for this long.
I've just been playing way too much fucking Sea of Thieves, right? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's video games. Maybe that's my biggest vice. Because when she says vice, I mean something you do that just can't give up, even though it's bad.
Oh,
and like video games aren't necessarily bad, but like the amount that I play is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I don't. If you know what's a good cure for that? have a kid, have a son, dude. That will cure you of that. Just out of the, he's going to be playing way more than you.
All right, I
You
just
know what
want
I mean?
you to know when you said have a kid, have a son, it took everything I have just to not like run screaming into the fucking void.
Yeah, well, you know, if you need to break the addiction, dude, you gotta
God,
sacrifice.
no. Dude, Stabby should not ever have kids.
Oh
If
man,
Stabby had kids,
that
those
is,
kids would be
yeah,
fucked up.
yeah, that is true, dude. Although that would be an
Stabby's kids would
interesting.
make Satan look well adjusted.
Right. Let's not get carried away, dude.
Oh, I'd probably raise serial killers, man. Not unintentionally.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'd rather train
But
them.
I bet the deaths would be hilarious.
They'd be fucking funny. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. They
Yeah,
would
you'll
make
know
the deaths
Stabby turned
fucking
into a
hilarious.
serial killer. Suddenly, people start dying in hilarious fashion.
Yeah.
And
like either
really
either the Joker has become real or Stabby's doing some shit.
Yeah. No, dude, the way I play video games, because like seriously, I've played so much Sea of Thieves as of late these last couple of weeks that like I've just been referred and like thought of myself as Stabby.
Yeah, I can
So
see
like
that.
I've got to the point where I'm like, should I just change my fucking name legally to like Stabby?
Yeah, why not?
Like instead
Hey,
of
then
my
at least
first
you
name,
could send your driver's license picture to Facebook.
that'd be fucking funny. Skittles McStabby pants.
Yeah,
Skittles
or you could Photoshop your driver's license into a picture of women shitting on it.
Yeah.
Just replace the plate with your fucking driver's license. That would be fucking
my god! I'm not allowed to send them pictures anymore, so I can't send them anything. that option is no longer available to me.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
I don't regret it. I have no regrets over that.
Yeah, that's Facebook. Who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah.
It was one way to stay in touch with my half sister who lives out in fucking like Arkansas.
Oh, right.
But like, she has my phone number. She can call me. I don't contact people unless I see them on a regular basis in some way, shape, or form. Usually,
right.
Like I'm fucking terrible about that. The only thing is like if more of the people I knew were on Twitter.
Right. Yeah. See, Twitter. I don't deal with anybody in real life on Twitter, or that I deal with in real life, I should say.
Yeah, I wish more of the people I knew in real life were on Twitter that I could like contact, because like my friends at least.
Oh, right.
Because they already know I'm an asshole, so none of the other shit I fucking tweet or retweet is going to surprise or bother them. But then I'd be able to keep in touch with them, and I might actually talk with them more.
No, I want them separate, dude. I don't want anybody in real life knowing my Twitter or my YouTube shit. My Facebook and my Instagram are like my real life people, and my Twitter, my YouTube, my Minds account, like those ones are, nobody that I know in real life knows me on those ones. Huh. I like to keep those separate, dude.
So when I move to Arizona, I'm not allowed to come visit, right?
Yeah.
I get the hell out of California. Like, nah, you can't come visit, man. We can't fucking mix this up.
Yeah, no eye contact. Like we can hang out, but we have to sit facing away from each other.
I'll be like that fucking
weird. But that's what
I'll be like the side chick that always thinks you're gonna leave your wife, but you're never gonna leave your wife.
Right. Like, oh yeah, baby, not yet. I just gotta do, I just gotta get my kids through college.
The kids are out of school until summer. I don't want to do this to them while they're in the fucking during the school year, and it'll hurt their grade.
Yeah, just like, I rethought it, and I gotta wait till they
graduate.
Till their kids, till the grandkids are out of college.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh man,
fucking poor people. I shouldn't fucking joke about these poor women that are fucking retarded.
Well, if you're fucking somebody else's husband, you're dumb.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, dude, how are you? There may be some cases where a decent person is going to cheat, but the odds are they're just a fucking asshole. Like, if you're gonna cheat, get out of your fucking relationship, dude. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to fuck different people that often, don't be in a fucking relationship.
Yeah, I mean, there's the rare case probably where it's like somebody who's abusive and controlling and has some sort of power or authority to sort of like keep the person from being able to really get divorced.
Mm.
You know, like
Yeah,
I can see that being the case, but it's
right.
extremely rare.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, have the balls to fucking get out. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah,
fucking
there was a
cheat.
chick that I could have like she was like engaged that I could have been like fucking, and
Right.
I just like, yeah, no fucking way.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like, yeah, it's so fucking dangerous, dude, because people freak the fuck out. Like if you guys get caught, it's pretty fucking high probability that you're gonna get fucked up.
Oh,
Stabbed, shot, fucking whatever, dude.
no, that would not have been a concern.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this particular case. That would not have been a concern.
No, gotcha. But yeah, like you never know. And
He
again,
would
that's the thing.
he would have gone and cried to like some other soy boy.
Oh, okay, that type. Yeah.
He was a nice guy. He was a super nice guy. That was part of why I would never have messed with his fiance.
Mm-hmm.
But also like,
what was her
he
problem?
just like, oh, she was just a cunt.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, like she was fun to hang out with and like fucking go drinking with, like her and other people. But I would never want to like seriously be involved with her.
Date her. Yeah. Like, fuck you. I've seen what you're like. I ain't messing with that.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, so it was trippy. We almost got kicked out of a bar because she kept like flashing her fucking bra at me and shit, and like, like she was a fucking crazy chick. So it was funny to see like how fucking crazy she'd get. But
yeah, other than that, no. Yeah. No, that's the reason why I'm avoiding my ex like as much as possible right now, because she's actually fucking talking to me. She seems to want to talk to me about the problems she's having with her husband.
Oh,
and I'm
fucking
like,
run.
goddamn, she wants me to fuck her, or she wants to like get back together, or like
bitch, we're divorced. Your problems aren't my problems anymore. That's why I'm not with you.
Yeah, well, it's not even only that, but I fucking know whatever she's telling me is bullshit because I dated the bitch, or I was married to the bitch for nearly a fucking decade, and I know how fucking evil she is.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I know it's whatever she's telling me right now is not the fucking truth or not the whole fucking story.
Yeah, my brother was enamored of a chick like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was sort of halfway dating a chick like that. That was like pure fucking evil.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it's not not a nice place to be, dude.
She was sitting in our fucking garage on the phone, getting into lurid detail over how this guy had like, he'd twisted her arm and pushed her over a table and stuff, and like was being abusive with. And she's telling this to some other guy that she's obviously trying to entice, with the biggest shit-eating grin on her face I've ever seen on a person.
Wow.
Like she was so happy to talk about how this other guy did all this shit. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, that's 100% fucking false.
Right.
Like you can just tell like none of it was true. It was all to get attention.
Yeah, that's fucking disgusting, dude.
Like literal chills went up and down my spine. I was just like, fucking no.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just like, dude, man, I don't want no part of that. Although, again, it sucks because my cock is obviously like many other guys, it has a fucking mind of its own. So like, I still want to fuck her.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
But I don't want to fuck her. You know what I mean?
Well, and she's crazy, so it's good. It's not like it wouldn't be like really good sex.
Yeah, well, actually, that's not really true. That's what's weird.
Really? Because usually
she's one of the crazy ones that's like pretty average, and like she was all right. Like she wasn't the worst I'd fucking had, but she was not one of the fucking. I really struck out in that category.
Jinx, women are crazy. Jinx says women are crazy, plain and simple.
Oh, I'm aware, dude. Yeah, but that's I feel kind of like I got cheated because I was with one of the crazy ones that was really not that good in bed.
Yeah, usually it's at least like that's the what is that? The fucking what is it? Like, like the loser gets a prize.
Right. The consolation prize.
Yeah, that's the consolation prize.
Yeah.
You're fucked in every other respect, but here's your consolation prize. She'll suck the fucking golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah. I didn't really get any of that. And again, it's not like
you got fucked
bad, but again, hardly ever wanted to fuck.
Well,
and just incredibly uptight, dude, about sex, dude. So yeah, really unfortunate, dude.
Other than rape, is there such a thing as bad sex?
What?
Other than rape, is there such a thing as bad sex?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, for guys, not for guys.
No, exactly.
Yeah, for women, absolutely. Probably most of it, actually. But yeah, not for dudes. It's all good every time.
No, I think chicks enjoy sex. Well, I guess maybe
but they don't fucking orgasm every single time like we do.
Yeah. Well, there's some chicks that just never come. Like they don't orgasm at all.
Yeah.
Too many mental hang-ups, fucking weird physiology or something.
I think it's more psychology than physiology most of the time, but
I mean, some women have like a like dudes have micro penises. There's some chicks that have really, really tiny clits, like super fucking tiny.
Yeah, but at the same time, I've seen experiments where a woman can sit there and not touch herself and just think herself to orgasm.
Yes,
so that's why I think.
But for some women, it's a combination of the physical and the mental. But
right. But that's why I think most of the time it's more psychological than physiological, even for even for women with that. Just because, again, if you can think yourself to fucking orgasm without touching yourself at all, then you shouldn't even need a cock. So if a cock's there, it should be able to get you off.
Oh, Jinx says, "Who cares if she can start a Harley?" I haven't heard that one before. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah. No, unfortunately for me.
Now I'm wondering in my head if that's possible. If you were to suck air out of the exhaust pipe, not like physically with your mouth, but just pull air out of the exhaust pipe with like a machine fast enough, could you start an engine?
Yeah. I don't know. Give it a shot, dude. Let us know.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think I don't have the equipment to do that.
Right. Probably not.
Like an industrial fucking like vacuum chamber or something to fucking like vacuum pump or something.
Right. Yeah, it would take quite a bit, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean you're talking about moving air to Well, I just don't think it's airtight enough.
All right.
Sorry, that was just
like, dude, nah. Let's discuss this. Let's go in depth on this one.
Sorry, in my head I was picturing like how the exhaust system is connected to a car. Right. And whether or not that would be enough airtight that if you had a vacuum pump on the end of the exhaust pipe that it would actually move the pistons inside the engine, and thinking like, I don't think it is.
Right. Yeah, no, you put way too much thought into it. I get it, dude. Yeah,
are you saying
way more thought than you should have? No, we can keep going if you want, dude. But
no.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just fucking with you.
I can't speak for anyone else in the crowd, but I'm not particularly interested. But I'll listen. I mean, you listen to my bullshit all the time, so fuck it.
Oh, did you hear about the fucking Tiger Woods thing?
Yeah. Oh, where they got mad when he said that you have to respect the fucking office and not necessarily the person. That one.
What does he said? He said, well, he's the president of the United States. You have to respect the office no matter who is in the office. You may like or dislike personality or the politics, but we all must respect the office.
What and a fucking asshole.
Kept asking him questions, and he said, no, I just finished 72 holes, and I'm really hungry.
Yeah, the dude was so obviously fucking not baiting him, but looking for, like, trying to create controversy with his fucking asshole questions, and he just wasn't biting, and they still managed to fucking turn it into controversy.
Yeah, I thought that shit was hilarious because Tiger Woods was just like, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
Right.
I'm gonna go get some food. I just played some fucking golf. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not getting roped into your nonsense. Although again, it turns out he was. Is he any good at golf again, or does he still suck?
I think he still sucks. I don't know, man. That
Yeah,
dude
he
was
hasn't.
so good for so long, and then just
Yeah.
fucking
I don't
got
think.
caught cheating on his wife, and everything went in a fucking spiral, and he just fucking never recovered.
Yeah, it's really weird. Although I think it's a combination of that and I think he used steroids for a very long time.
I think he used steroids, and I think he was pushing his body way beyond its limits.
Yeah, I think it was breaking down on him. I think it broke down on him at a really early age because of all of that. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's psychological and physical, I think, are combining.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like for a while there, everybody hated Tiger Woods.
Right.
Like I never did. I never gave a fuck.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Well,
strange. That's fucking not normal in every fucking group of famous people ever.
Yeah, that's dude. Norm Macdonald has a great fucking bit about it. If I can find it, I'll fucking send it to you. But he's like, "You mean to tell me that this young, rich, good-looking guy not only likes to play golf but likes to lay down with ladies? I don't buy it. It's ridiculous." Like fucking, of course, that's gonna fucking, you can't be shocked that anybody that's either rich and or famous cheats on their fucking wife, dude. It's again incredibly rare that doesn't happen.
The only thing I thought was shocking about the whole thing is like the number of like Denny's waitresses he was fucking.
Yes,
because I've been to Denny's and I've never been to a Denny's with hot waitresses.
yeah, that's a good point, dude.
Like, where was he finding these waitresses that were hot enough for some rich young fucking golf stud?
Well, I think his was actually an addiction.
Was it? Like
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what else was going on addiction wise, but I think he was a sex addict, like a legitimate sex addict. So anytime, anywhere when it comes to fucking sexual addiction.
Oh yeah, like any chick who was like giving him a wink, he was like, "I'll meet you in the bathroom in 5."
Yeah. I don't think he really cared. It was just, I have a cock, I need to stick it in a vag as often as possible. So now the nearest vag is this fucking Denny's waitress that's fucking flirting with me. So that'll do.
Yeah.
Later on, I'll fuck this hot chick, this ridiculously hot chick. But right now,
the women he was cheating with, like that he cheated with, were pretty hot. Right. So I was like, there was a lot of questions I had. Like, number one, how did he find all the hot waitresses that work at Denny's?
Right.
I've never seen one anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, Jinx worked at Denny's for 8 years. Okay. Right. So there are hot chicks that work at Denny's. I just not in California apparently.
Yeah. Well, I gotta assume that some of them were fucking dumpy. You know what I mean? Like some of them were not that attractive.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. I don't know, man. I just assume
I don't think I ever
good looking dude. So like, whoever he's going home with that night, it's the hottest one in the restaurant.
All right, yeah, that's a pretty safe bet. I would imagine.
It's not going to be like the mediocre looking chick if there's a hotter one.
Yeah.
Because at the time he was fucking massive. Like he was making golf popular.
Yeah, which is not the easiest fucking thing to pull off, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they liked him so much. It had nothing to do with that he was winning. It's that he was just bringing so many new people into the sport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and still is really, even though he's isn't winning anymore. When's the last time you won a tournament? I'm really curious because I've essentially stopped following sports altogether.
ESPN has turned into a cesspit of just fucking morons. They're like, let's not talk about sport. Let's just talk about racism. That's what people want to fucking hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you talking about the ESPN shit?
Yeah. They just turned into a bunch of fucking morons. Like,
yeah. No, I was
talking about social justice nonsense instead of fucking statistics. Like, shut your fucking mouth.
Dude,
talk about how many home runs that guy hit. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, it's funny because now apparently SportsCenter is getting better ratings again, and it's because they've eliminated the fucking bullshit political stuff, dude.
Yeah,
Like the human interest political bullshit.
because nobody fucking tunes into the Sports Center to be
Right.
fucking reminded of moralistic nonsense.
Yeah. Who was it? I was just listening to? It was somebody that was on Ben Shapiro's show. Was talking about apparently what happened is back in the day, like several years ago or a few years ago, like they kind of were at this crossroads. Were like, do we listen to what is going on social media, or do we go with what seems to be happening in real life? Social media is saying that people like Chris Berman and these people that have these large crowds showing up to see whenever we go on the road are saying that these guys are fucking assholes and they suck. So for a while they ignored it, and then something happened where the ratings dipped a little bit, and they changed their mind and started deciding to go the fucking social media route and just ignoring reality essentially, and only going with what they heard on social media, which is again political fucking nonsense and mostly leftist nonsense. So they decided for some stupid fucking reason to go the social justice route. Yeah, and again, it made it worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean? Instead of realizing that was the problem, they were doubling, tripling down, being like, "Oh, I guess we're not going far enough. That's the problem." Like, no, you should be leaving that shit out all together, you fucking idiots. Yeah.
Well, and it's such nonsense. Like all this shit, like, oh, everybody who's such and such is put upon and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking no. Who cares?
Did you ever see the one when Lil Wayne was on? It was on the show with, I forget who the other guy was, but one of them was Shannon Sharp. Where Lil Wayne was like, "No, dude, I've never fucking experienced any racism at all in my entire fucking life," is essentially what he was saying. And then Shannon Sharp was like taking offense to that. He's like, "Look, man, I don't know what happened with you, Shannon, but I'm just telling you, this is my experience. I never experienced any fucking racism. I don't feel like I was held back at all because I'm black." And he like fucking caught a bunch of shit for saying that.
Like, it's like, but you're supposed to be the poor put upon noble savage in our fucking fantasy land where it's still the fucking Civil War era South.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait, you mean that's not how it's like?
Yeah, it's almost like most people under the age of, I don't know, 50 don't really give a shit about race except for the fucking brainwash assholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What is it? Jinx was making $300 to $400 a night, fucking waiting tables at a Denny's, man.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a hardcore group of furries that really liked her. And trannies and dykes.
Yeah. Yeah. So do those kind of circles run together?
I don't know, man.
Trannies and dykes, that'd be interesting, dude. I bet they do, because it's all kind of deviant type. I didn't mean that judgmentally. I'm just saying that is kind of
it deviates from the normal. Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. That's what deviant means. Yeah, it deviates.
It's like when you say something's abnormal, or again, it's just out of the norm. I'm not trying to.
If you got me late, I'd wear a fursuit. I don't think
right. Oh man, I've seen some of those fucking things, dude. Yeah, because dude, you ever run through like fucking Craigslist ads and shit like that? They're fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah, some of them are because there'll be ones that are fucking furries and shit, dude. It's fucking brilliant.
I should control that. That might be a good way to get laid.
Dude, I've responded to a lot of those, dude, because most of them are bots, which is still kind of funny to respond to, like they're actually a live person. I like to assume that at some point a live person's actually reading it, like, why isn't this guy subscribed? We're gonna have to call in a real person and send him something.
Yeah,
I would send in some fucking stuff that I wish I still had, because I don't know if anyone else would find it funny, but I thought it was fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I like those ads are crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, Rotten Sounds? Nice to see you out there.
If they mention flowers, it means they're a fucking hookah.
Wait, what? On the Craigslist
if they mention roses or flowers, then they're wanting money to fuck you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I gotta figure all that shit out because I'm not down with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And the
and that
last
may
thing
have
I need to do
changed
is
again.
be like,
I haven't checked in on that shit for a very long time.
yeah, I don't want to deal with some like angry chick who thought I was looking for a hooker.
Yeah, or if they say anything about the go fast or party or go fast is generally tweakers, generally meth.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to deal with some meth head or some hooker's fucking bodyguard.
Yeah, like it's going to be
All
pretty
mad
much
that you
most of
have
it's
shit up
common
for
sense.
nothing.
Most of it's common sense. Even the flower thing, they're like, yeah, I love flowers or I love roses. Like, you know, why are they saying that? Like, oh, they want money. You know, like
Yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
definitely
obvious.
I'll have to figure out if I ever bother to do that. I'm probably not going to do that, but
It's kind of funny though. Like, well, those ones, a lot of them are again bots designed to get you to fucking some chick's webcam or a webcam site, or you know, somewhere where you're gonna have to sign up and pay to fucking see shit.
See her naked, but you're never going to actually get to like fucking fuck her. So why would you bother?
Yeah,
That's the thing I don't get about cam sites. Like I get, like if you're really into porn, like to the point where you gotta fucking see certain videos or whatever, or like you're following a specific porn star or something, and so you're willing to like pay a little bit for the videos. That's one thing.
Right.
But like with the cam girls, it's like they pretend they have some sort of fucking relationship, and it's like so fucking sad and desperate.
Yeah, it really is, dude.
Like, you know, you're not
Although
gonna fuck the
I
porn
think
star.
it kind of fulfills a need for the guy, even although I don't know how well it ends. Like I would imagine, eventually the guys can't delude themselves any longer, and it's going to end kind of tragically. But I guess in the meantime, like it might be good for the guys. I'm not. I'm really curious if that.
Oh, I don't know
how that
I
plays
don't know,
out. It
From the
doesn't
outside
seem.
looking in, it looks fucking pathetic.
No, it is, dude. But I'm just curious, like how it affects those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, does it actually like overall? Does it actually end up being like a positive experience for them? Like, is it something that actually kind of creates more joy than pain? I guess is what I'm asking, or what I'm curious about. Not what I'm asking, but
Yeah, I don't know. Like if it meets some sort of emotional need, I get what you're asking.
yeah. Again, obviously that's going to work for a while. Like, I'm wondering if if they know that going in that it's not real, but it still kind of works for them. Like, I think that's kind of the difference. If they're going in with the delusional expectation that they're going to end up dating the bitch, then it's not going to end well, and it's going to fuck them up when they realize that. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I'm fucking.
No, I
I just realized nobody else is probably interested in what I'm fucking discussing, dude. All right.
No, I mean, I got what you were
apologies.
saying. You were like reiterating it, but it wasn't like, it was like the same point. Doesn't mean
it wasn't necessary for me to fucking keep.
It was your turn to do like I did with the car and overanalyze
it. Oh fuck. Yeah.
But I mean that's a fair point. Like, yeah, I mean maybe it does mean something, and you know what? Nobody's fucking forcing anybody to pay money, so I don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah, it's a little dishonest because they are kind of stringing them along a little. But again, you should fucking know better too. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
the dude should fucking know better than to think they're going to end up dating the bitch or end up hooking up with her or any of that shit. Is it just a totally?
Yeah, it's not hard to figure out. It's not hard to figure out if a chick's not into you.
Right.
I mean, like she's, if a chick's into you, there'll be like touching and flirting and like fucking, messing with her hair and her makeup and all that kind of shit. Like there's like,
yeah,
if it's not into you, there's like the body language is totally different.
Yeah, and they push their tits out like kind of they stick their chest out at you, that kind of shit.
Yeah, and if a chick's not into you, there's like she just it's really
just regular body language, like they're at the fucking library or something.
Yep.
I don't know why I picked library out of everything, but if they're just at the local drugstore, fucking
the local drugstore, they're at the chemist.
Don't exist anymore.
Some fucking feminine supplies at the chemist.
Yeah, there you go, getting a phosphate. Yeah.
Jinx says she thinks cam girls fill a need. Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of sad, desperate people that should I'd rather have them like fucking pay some cam girl
Yeah.
and not have to deal with them out on the street in public.
But I guess what I'm wondering is like, does that kind of interaction, like, kind of like possibly prevent serial killers in some way, or does it end up?
Yeah. Like, is it a really important part of society, kind of thing?
Yeah, like I think it might actually serve a fulfill a need that might prevent people from going postal or becoming serial killers. Or
Well, that's like the fucking real dolls, man. Yeah, Jinx says they aren't hurting him. And of course, I realize that. I realize they're not hurting anyone. I don't care. I mean, honestly, I really don't fucking care.
Well, they might be. That, again, not deliberately or even consciously, but they might be. Like I said, but not to their fault. Like the guys are going to have some stupid expectation that they shouldn't have going into it, and they might end up getting hurt. But it's their fault for being that fucking naive.
The cam girls aren't hurting people. They're not specifically intentionally.
Yeah, not deliberately. Yeah, and not again. I'm saying it's not their fault.
Yeah, that's the point. They're not hurting people. People might be getting hurt, but the cam girls aren't hurting people.
Right.
I don't know. That whole thing is fucking weird. I don't know. You know, it's like the fucking sex dolls for the fucking real dolls. Those creepy ass fucking super realistic sex doll things.
Right.
That fucking, you know, it keeps some people from fucking being out in public with other people. That's definitely like a service to society. Like whoever's making those dolls.
Yeah, that's a good
Although
point.
some of those fuckers take the dolls out in like fucking wheelchairs, take them places and shit.
Yeah, that's a little weird. It's like that Lars and the what the fuck is the name of that movie?
Lars and the Real Girl?
Yeah. It's essentially that.
Wasn't there a fucking movie about that where like fucking wasn't it? There was a movie about that, and like the fucking dude. Oh, hey, what's up, Futternet? The hell are you doing? I'm streaming. We're streaming. We're just bullshitting, pontificating. But there was a fucking real Hollywood movie about that shit where some dude fucking brings home like a real doll to his fucking parents and shit. Like this is, you know, and acts like it's a real girl and shit.
Yeah, Lars and the Real Doll.
Oh, that's okay. Because there's also like I thought there was Lars and the Real Doll documentary about people that are really like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's what was it? Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, was the one that played the part. No, maybe not. Maybe it was.
I'm gonna have to fucking get that movie now because I thought Lars and the Real Doll was the name of the documentary, and I couldn't ever figure out the name of the movie.
Lars and the Real Girl. Lars and the Real Girl. Okay, yeah. Oh, Ryan Gosling was the one. That's right.
Ryan Gosling. That's fucking so unbelievable.
Yeah, the fucking incredibly fucking attractive, good-looking guy has to have a fucking real doll. Yeah. All
right, that's added to my wish list right now because I am absolutely going to watch that movie. That sounds fucking epic.
Yeah, that's why I was like, you're like, there was a movie like that, right? I'm like, yeah, that movie.
Damn, dude, that's that's funny. I'm definitely going to see that. That's going to be fucking epic.
So, yeah, Lars and the Real Girl.
Yeah, 100%, man. Oh, did you fucking the Florida fucking swastika thing? Did you see that shit?
Is that the one where it was like not well done swastika?
Yeah. Oh, the pictures are epic. So like this guy obviously went out and fucking had somebody fake some swastikas for like his governor fucking race. Philip Levine's campaign tried to fucking pretend that they were some sort of like Nazis. They're fucking backwards.
Right.
A fucking swastika. I don't know who fucking made that, but they're fucking dumb.
Right.
But that one's fucking backwards.
Well, when you outsource the labor, dude, to cheap immigrant labor, this is the kind of shit you're gonna get.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking funny because it was just like that was their whole thing. They're like, this will not stand. They're putting swastikas on our fucking sign. It's like somebody who doesn't know what a swastika look like wrote that because I'm pretty sure the people that like that symbol is the fucking center of their fucking ideological fucking beliefs is going to draw it the right fucking way.
Yeah, there's no fucking way they would get kicked out of their little neo-Nazi club.
Yeah, if you're the fucking Nazi that keeps writing it backwards, they kick you out for sure.
Right. You can claim you're dyslexic all you want. They're not going to let that shit fly, dude.
Yeah, no. Well, if you claim you're dyslexic, then that's just one more reason to eliminate you.
Right. Yeah, you're not of pure enough stock.
Yeah, you're not enough of an Ubermensch.
Yeah, you're obviously not of the Aryan race.
Oh, there are some people who turn real girls into dolls. Yeah, that happened in Russia, right? Rotten Sounds brings that up. I'm pretty sure that shit happened in Russia, where some dude was killing women and like preserving them as dolls.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, Mad Metal Man, that offends me. The piss poor swastika. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's like, oh man. What was the other one? Oh, have you heard anything recently about the woman who claimed her son committed suicide because he was being bullied for being gay? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because they were talking about it on Matt Christensen, the Beauty and the Beta show last night. They were talking about that, and like the whole thing sounds fake. Like I almost think, or I think it's actually possible that bitch might have killed her fucking kid, and claimed that he committed suicide. Again, not necessarily likely, but it's weird to consider that possible. Like, it's weird that I even consider that possible. But I'm thinking like the hoax is even getting more and more fucking weird. Like, I can actually see someone going so far for the hoax that they kill their fucking kid because they're fucking insane. You know what I mean? Like, that's plausible because of how crazy they're getting with this shit. Plus, apparently she claimed to have this conversation with somebody at the gas station that just sounded completely ridiculous. Where the guy, she asked him to fucking tell the kids that you love them and to not bully them, and the person was like, "No, I'm not doing that." Even after they told them that her kid had killed himself, she allegedly claimed that the person told them that they refused to tell their kids that to not bully and to tell their kids that they love them. I'm like, that conversation never fucking happened.
No, it sounds really fishy, and I'm curious as to why there's no further investigation.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there is more investigation. It's just not being made public because they don't want to tip her off.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fucking so terrified.
So keep an eye on that story, I guess, maybe because it might come out in like a few months or a year.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Oh, we figured it out. We finally found enough evidence to prove that she killed her son.
Yeah.
Because that sounds more believable.
Yeah, especially,
honestly,
like I said, I didn't think much of it. I didn't think
kids bullying some kid over being gay at this point. I really just don't see that.
Yeah, because he was like 9 or 10, and I'm like,
first of all, who comes out of gas gay at 9 or 10?
Yeah, that was the other part that was a little fishy, dude. Yeah, so the whole thing, like I said, I didn't really think to that extreme that she might have actually killed her own
Maybe there
kid.
wasn't any suicide. Maybe it's all just a fucking hoax.
Yeah, that's true. Like, she doesn't even have a kid. She never had a 10-year-old kid or whatever.
Yeah, could be. So I'm screen sharing the guy in Russia. Apparently, he dug bodies up and mummified them.
Wow, he looks like fucking...
He wasn't a killer, though, but they called him the doll maker.
Looks like John Benjamin's fucking uncle or something.
Yeah. But he had he had them all over his apartment. Like, he dug them up and mummified them to fucking keep them as like dolls.
Jesus, that's sick. You don't know who John Benjamin is. Shut up, dude.
I have no fucking clue.
I heard you go, yeah. I'm like, you don't know, dude. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, John Benjamin is like a really well-known voice actor. He does Archer, is probably the main one. He voices Archer on the show called Archer. But he does a lot of voiceover work. He's a really fucking funny dude. But yeah.
That guy wasn't terrible. Those were fairly appropriate dolls.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I wonder, did they serve a need?
Yeah. Well, hopefully, dude.
Just digging up dead women and fucking like trying to mummify them serve a real important societal purpose.
Yeah. If they did, then kudos to them.
Oh, looks like he said he looks like Andrei Chikatilo.
I'm not sure who that is.
Manson
I don't
too.
know. I don't know if you're seeing that or not, but that's John
Oh
Benjamin.
yeah.
Looks a lot like him, dude.
Oh
in
yeah,
my
that does look a
opinion.
lot like Benjamin. Yeah, that's a good eye.
Yeah. Pretty wacky. Okay, let me stop sharing. Okay.
All right. Now, one of these days, you're just gonna like turn on your webcam. I know it, dude. I'm always worried about that.
No, I don't really give a shit. I mean, I'd rather not, but yeah, I don't really give a shit if I actually end up on camera.
Oh, okay. I just figured like one of these days, I still got to figure out how to fucking run my run this from my other computer, so I can be like laying in bed and do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not for any other
Right.
reason to do with the show, just so I can fucking
throw
him off a cliff.
God damn.
Oh, was he the one that was like they found all the shoes? Mad Metal Man, Andrei Chikatilo was a Russian serial killer.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the one where they're like, no, that only happens in the West. We don't have serial killers.
Yeah,
back in Soviet days.
something like that. They found one dude. I think I don't remember what country it was in, but I guess
it was like a school.
They made a Criminal Minds episode out of it, but like it was a legit thing where like they figured out like how many people, or they estimated how many people the guy killed by the number of shoes, and he had like all these fucking shoes.
Yeah, like that.
Like
those
40
were
or 50 people, and he was eating them and shit.
Yeah, those were his trophies. Essentially, was keeping their shoes, I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
Did you ever hear about the?
Oh yeah. He would hide them in wood piles. Okay, yeah, that was a different guy.
This is barely related, but did you ever hear about the? I forget where this happened. I think it's somewhere in Northern California, but it was where there would be they found a bunch of shoes washing up on shore that still had feet in them.
Oh, that would be bad.
Right. Yeah, apparently. All right. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, nothing in them but feet. But what I think happened, and I don't remember if this is actually what they found out happened or not, but I think there was people that were like jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge, or like people committing suicide in some way in that type of fashion. And then they're getting eaten by sharks or whatever. But like they couldn't really get at the feet. You know what I mean? Like they would eat the leg all the way down. But then only the feet would be left inside the shoe, and they wouldn't bother going after that little tiny bit.
So then the shoe with the foot would wash up, and it wasn't actually like a terrible serial killer. It was just suicides.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that actually was what ended up being the case, or what.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting.
It does make sense because, like, if you're a shark and you're eating a body that's just floating there, like you're there's a lot of what do you call it? Meat or whatever underneath the jeans or pants or shirt or whatever. So you're going to eat through that. But if you get down to, the last bit of leg that's sticking out of a shoe, once you've eaten that last little bit, you're probably not going to bother going after the tiny bit that might be inside the shoe.
Yeah, it's just too much work.
Yeah, not worth the effort, essentially.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's too much fucking work.
Yeah, lazy
and
ass
there's
sharks.
not the right kind of smell and stuff to keep them going, maybe.
Yeah, and they don't particularly like human meat anyway, from what I understand. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's not their thing. They prefer seals or sea turtles or whatever. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me. Right before this fucking came on, I was watching this footage of them showing a shark eating a sea turtle. Like the whole process of it happening, and I was like, "This is kind of fucked up. Like this almost feels like I'm watching a murder."
Because it's a fucking turtle.
Right? Yeah, because it would eat off the fins first, right? Like the turtle's fins, the sea turtle's fins.
Oh, so it couldn't get away.
Right? Yeah, and then it would go in and crunch down on the fucking, the actual shell and break open the shell or whatever. But it was kind of
play
disturbing.
The theme to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles while it was going on.
Yeah, I felt like torturing my son with it, dude.
Oh, I'd play that fucking theme. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here's an action.
Fucking star some kids. Oh shit! Sorry about that. I'm gonna hit the fucking mic with my head. Show right here.
But yeah, my son loves turtles, so I was like, I should torture him with that. But then I
Oh, you
realized
should.
that's
You should
probably pretty fucked
absolutely.
up.
That's what parents are for, right?
Yeah, to fuck with your kids. Why else do you have kids, dude? If not to fuck with them.
Like, do you have housework that needs to be done? I assume that's also another reason to have kids.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, like some dishes and stuff like that.
Yeah, just emptying the dishwasher, really. But that kind of we kind of rotate that around anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Wait, do you guys actually get people put their own dishes in the dishwasher?
You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, how do you get that to work out? I wish I could figure out how to train my family to do shit like that.
Oh, that's got to be fucking frustrating. Although I do that a lot too. Well, I'll do it at night. Like if it's late at night, I don't want to open it and make the noise of moving the shit around or sliding the thing out, shit clinging together. I'll just put it up right by the dishwasher, and then somebody will end up putting it away instead of like reminding me to do it in the morning. They'll just do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bad habit to start to do that for me. I'm trying to tell that to them, but for whatever reason, they can't help themselves from fucking putting it away.
It's like, no, you gotta fucking get on my case.
Yeah, I'll
keep doing it this way, and it'll never get fucking done.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, during the day, I just put the shit in the dishwasher. It's not like I do it all the time, but I do. Surprisingly, for somebody that's morbidly obese, but I do a lot of late night eating.
Oh man, I can't imagine how that happens. I've never done that myself.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Not once. Yeah. Man, if it's after midnight, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah, those calories don't count.
They're not real calories if it's cake after midnight. That needs to be like a fucking song on the internet.
Yeah, it sounds good. I think it should be sung by Ugandan Knuckles.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, not real calories if it's done after midnight.
There you go.
My brother.
Yeah. Yeah, that meme's totally dead. That's why it makes it even more perfect.
Oh, it is like every once in a fucking blue moon you'll see a Knuckles now. Like it's so rare, but it's so fucking funny.
Right.
Because everybody's always like, it's like fucking if you were like walking along the beach and you saw a fucking dodo.
Right. Like oh shit! I thought they were done. I thought you guys were extinct.
Yeah, it's like, dude, do you guys still exist? Holy shit!
Wow. Why?
It's not real calories if you close your eyes while you eat.
Right.
Jinx says that's called shame eating after 12.
Makes sense. That is true. I mean, how often do I actually wait until I'm hungry to eat? So it's not that often.
Or if you eat in the dark. As long as you're not counting pussy in that, like, I don't think that would be shame calories.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how many calories you get by eating pussy. Not a lot, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's probably like celery. You probably burn more calories than you get.
Yeah, almost certainly, since it's essentially just maybe some fluids, if that.
Yeah.
You know. Does that count as a liquid diet, I guess?
Yeah. Are you on a cleanse? Does it qualify? Does it fit with the cleanse?
All I do is drink juice and eat pussy. That's all I'm allowed.
Dude, I can fucking I am surprised that's not a Californian thing already.
Right. Yeah. I eat nothing but pussy. I lost all kinds of weight.
Jinx says, well, you might feel some shame, I guess. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, I was reiterated. So okay, so I watch a lot of prepping videos, like just to kind of, if she's ugly, but pussy juice to taste. The taste, it's gonna move you.
Damn, dude.
Oh, Mad Metal Man, good job. Yeah, I was watching prepper videos, and I'm basically like, I'm convinced now that it's a fucking sneaky way to get men to carry purses. prepping.
Oh, you mean a satchel?
Yeah. So it's just like a sneaky way to get dudes to carry purses. Or like
That's
when they go into like EDC part of prepping, because there's like all these different fucking areas of people that prep. Like there's people like me who are just like, well, if there's a fire or an earthquake, I'd like to have some stuff on hand in case, so that we don't starve to death.
Right,
But,
right.
you know, more like just get more of the stuff you normally eat and just rotate so that you don't, so that you have a couple like days or maybe a week of food, you know?
Right.
Things that people in like northern states where like you could get snowed in do all the time anyway, because it's just dumb not to.
Right. Yeah, a bunch of shit frozen or whatever,
Yeah. If there's a fucking snowstorm that like keeps you stuck in your house for a week, you might want to have some food for that.
Or just to have kids around to eat.
Or pets. I mean, that's what pets really are, right? Protein on 4 legs.
Yeah, dog would be a good meal.
They're MREs. They're walking MREs. But then there's the people that like go crazy and they get like fucking 5,000 pounds of fucking rice and beans and fucking hermetically sealed bags with oxygen removers and fucking food grade buckets, and it's all in their fucking temperature controlled secret hidden room that you have to fucking pull a book out of the bookshelf to open and shit.
Right. Those people are hilarious, dude.
Oh, Rotten Silence is a bomb shelter. Yeah. People that have the bomb shelters and like decide to keep them a secret because they're worried the neighbors are going to find out if the fucking bomb drops. Because that's the point. That's the concern at that point. It's not that the world ends. It's that somebody else might realize you have a shelter that you might survive the fucking bomb. Because I got to tell you, man, if the nukes are coming, I'm not sure I want to be around. Like, I'd probably try to survive, but I'm not sure I'd want to survive.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, how great is your existence at that point? Is it worth the effort?
Yeah, okay, yeah, Mad Metal Man, if you had a bomb shelter, it'd make a great recording studio. Exactly. But, like, the fucking EDC people are funny because they're obsessed over, like, they're carrying whatever you need to handle, like, any kind of emergency. And so, like, some people's EDC is, like, you know, the everyday carry thing is, like, a pocket knife, their wallet, a phone, a small flashlight, you know, maybe, like, a Swiss Army knife or a Leatherman or something like that. And, like, that's what they carry. And that's, like, oh, yeah, just normal shit that everybody carries around. But like some people have like a fucking backpack with like fucking like chest seals and fucking Israeli bandages and tourniquets. Like,
what are Israeli bandages? What's that?
Israeli bandages are close. Essentially, they're like compression bandages for heavy, like heavy, large wounds. So that you don't necessarily have to use a tourniquet. They're like the next step below a tourniquet.
Oh, okay.
So you would use them to hold on like a bunch of gauze, and they'd apply pressure to the wound without having to have somebody holding pressure on it. But they won't cut off the circulation like a tourniquet would.
Oh, okay.
For instance, if somebody had an arterial bleed, you'd throw in some Celox or some stop bleed.
Like a coagulant or whatever you call it.
Yeah, a coagulant. You'd throw on a bunch of fucking sterile pads, and then you'd wrap that shit with a fucking Israeli bandage to hold it on. It's sort of like a combination between gauze and like Ace bandage, but not as weak as Ace bandage. It's much stronger elastic. That's what maxi pads are for. I've heard people talk about bullet wounds and fucking using tampons to save people from bullet wounds, where they just jam.
Well, I'd imagine pads work better than a tampon, right?
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people carry stuff that they need, like my middle one says is 45 semi-auto pistol, super glue, various knives, bits of wire, and some BC powder. I don't know what BC powder is, but
BC powder.
But like that's just that's a normal EDC. But like fucking, I was watching this kid had so there's also a thing like a get home bag where like if you commute or something, you just keep something in your car that just has enough stuff to get you back to your house if you got to walk it. So if you're like 20 miles, you might want to have like a small like fucking tube 10 or something. Oh, crushed aspirin. Okay, that makes sense. So if you got to walk home because you don't want to stay in the city because like all the power's out or there was a hurricane or something, you know, you want to get back to your family or something. So you got like a good pair of walking shoes and stuff like that. This fucking kid, I was watching his whole thing of like an EDC bag that was like his get home bag thing.
Right.
And about the size of his head, he had a fucking bag of stuff to start fires about the size of his head. And his whole focus was he lives in a city. So it was like an urban get home bag.
Right, right.
And I'm just sitting there like, are you General fucking Sherman? Are you going to burn your way to the house?
Yeah, that was pretty wacky.
You don't need a fucking gallon-sized Ziploc bag full of various methods of starting fire.
Yeah,
like, first of all, why are you starting a fire in the middle of a city in a fucking emergency?
Right, right.
That seems like a bad idea.
Unless his commute is over a long stretch of wilderness.
Oh yeah, but this kid was all about, it was urban. This was an urban get home bag. So he was just gonna do this in like, you know, like the fucking city or like the suburbs or some shit. And I'm like,
yeah, that's unnecessary, dude. Yeah, especially when you're, you know, limited space, dude. Like, why the fuck would you fill up that much space? Like fire starting stuff to begin with is pretty silly.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So Jinx has it right, and I like Mad Metal Man. Mad Metal Man just carries one pouch of thermite in case. I can't argue with that. That's not a bad idea. If you want to start a fire, thermite will start one. No, Jinx has it right. Like 2 sets of clothes, water, meds, and the thermal blanket. Probably like some food. Like some. I would be surprised if she didn't also have some, like some granola bars or some shit. But like that's what you want, like just stuff that you can like fucking keep yourself warm and like hydrated and fed and clean.
Right.
You know, it's not a bad idea to have like a little bottle of hand sanitizer or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a pouch of dehydrated water probably wouldn't help.
Some dehydrated water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my thing is like, you know, they sell these like fucking emergency tents. Like if you live far away, I don't, so I don't need this shit. But like if you live far away and you had to commute, they sell these little, you know, emergency tube tents that you could buy. And if you're going to take up a lot of space in your bag, how about not using like all these fire starters? It's in an urban, like you're going along the road or you're fucking going through a city. If you think you're going to have to fucking crash out for the night, fire's not what you want to worry about. You just want to have like some sort of sleeping pad.
Right, right.
Like get one of those ultralight hiking sleeping pads that stuffs down real small but blows up enough that you wouldn't like freeze to death on the fucking road or just be miserable and like trying to sleep on concrete.
Right. Yeah, it's something that's going to protect you from the elements too. But yeah, because even if you're lighting a fire and you don't have a tent, like it's pretty fucking inefficient anyways. Like you know what I mean? You have to sleep really close to the fire most likely. And again,
I think all he had to sleep with was one emergency blanket, like those fucking Mylar ones.
Oh, right.
Which isn't going to protect you from the ground. Like that's not going to insulate you from the ground, like taking all your heat. Oh, Mad Metal Man has talked about this bug out bag. Absolutely, dude. A bug out bag's a totally different thing. Like that's the one where you're like, you're going to go fucking, you're going to live out that bag for like at least 3 days, probably more or something like that. Like you got to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have. You're on the run from the law.
Huh?
Like when you're on the run from the law, dude. That's your bug out bag.
Well, I think they're talking more about like a flood.
Yeah, I know.
Like New Orleans and shit, where you had to fucking like get the fuck out of New Orleans.
Right.
But yeah, I'm sure some of them have that fantasy. If you watch some of the fucking bags, it's clear that they're living in a fantasy world. But like, you know, I'm not going to go live in the fucking woods, so I just have like 30 days worth of my medications, fucking clothes, stuff to make like a shelter if I need to, just some basic tools, you know, stuff that you might need, like fucking screwdriver or like a wrench, shit that might come in here to build a tent, you know, like the shit that, you know, if you're in a shelter, you know, that you're not going to be one of the people that fucking starves to death or get like dies of thirst. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, I'm not woods wise enough to go live out in the fucking woods.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure my Boy Scout training as a youth is gonna keep me alive at this point.
Now, if you want, if it's living in a campground where they got like running water and I can go buy a hot dog from like the fucking snack stand or some shit,
right?
Where the camp store, I can go buy a couple cans of beans, I'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But like living out in the woods, if I'm not taking food, I'm not having any food. So that's just not.
Right.
I'm not planning for that because that's not a good plan. But like it's funny like to see the different people because some people have a very unrealistic idea of how to prepare for like a disaster.
Yeah,
yeah, what's going to help them? I've seen some bags that weigh upwards of like 50 to 75 pounds.
Oh wow, that's fucking nuts. Yeah.
See, Mad Metal Man, you might actually have the skills to use those weapons and tools in order to survive alone. I am not that person. So I don't mock like when I see the people that are actually like military, like Marines and shit who have those kind of bags. I'm not making fun of those people because they actually can use those tools. I'm talking about the fucking clearly overweight, like 60-year-old white dude who just bought a whole bunch of shit because it looked cool and stuffed it in a bag and now has like this 80-pound fucking bag in his garage.
Like, yeah, and put no thought of any kind of practicality into it.
Yeah, who's like, clearly going to die, and everybody's going to rate him for that.
Yeah, he just wanted to have shit that made him feel like he was a badass. Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if it's total anarchy, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fucking. I suppose if you're prepping for total anarchy, yeah. Like I would definitely like if I didn't live in California, a firearm is actually a really good idea. Yeah. I got to get some like at least get some pepper spray and like a stun gun or something or like a taser.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Jinx, of course. Yeah, that would be probably a good plan.
Yeah.
No. As far as like prepping, I'm prepped. I'm just not unrealistic with where my eventual destination would be. I'm not going to be the guy that lives out in the woods. That just isn't going to work for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Enough. I just pretend I'm on a really long camping trip.
Well, I mean, I've built like shelters and shit like that, so I suppose I could probably be all right, but I don't know that I'd be able to catch food. That'd be the part that would worry me. As a fat man, right. I'm very concerned about how I will fill my tummy.
Yeah.
It's like, think of me like Winnie the Pooh out in the woods going, where the fuck is the honey? You know, with no fucking ladder. Looking around for a fucking beehive full of honey.
Wait, did we talk about the Winnie the Pooh thing and the guy from China, or did I watch a video on that and I'm conflating it?
I did not hear about that.
Yeah, dude, apparently it's funny you fucking heard of Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh has been banned from all the internet shit in China because some people were using the Winnie the Pooh thing to essentially saying the leader looks like Winnie the Pooh. Like they were putting they put a picture side by side of like Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore next to like the president and some other guy. And it's like, holy shit, he really does look a lot like Winnie the Pooh. Fuck, let me see if I can find this shit. It's fucking hilarious. Fuck. Let's see. But yeah, no, it's just kind of funny that you mentioned the. All right, let's see what I can find here. All right. Oh, here we go. All right, let me screen share this here. If I can. Come on, you fucking whore. Oh, I hit that wrong? Okay, here we go. So shit like this. That's not big enough. Damn it. Come on.
Winnie the Pooh is now banned in China.
Yeah, here we go. Hold on. Damn it, I stuck. Come on, fucker.
For resembling President CEO, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's not. It's bigger than that. I was hoping I could find one bigger than that. More blown up.
That's filling most of the screen.
All right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that should work. Fuck it. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. But yeah, there was another one too. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Get up. Yeah, there was one other one with him and oh, there it is. Look at that, dude.
That's pretty good, man.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah. Sorry, I just heard when you brought up the Winnie the Pooh thing. I'm like, did we talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. It must have been a video I watched.
Oh, Mad Metal Man is talking about machetes, bows, and blunt objects better than if you're prepared for disaster kind of thing, better than a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I would still want to have like a pistol because I live in a city.
Yeah, something that doesn't take up a lot of space, dude. But it can fuck shit up.
And I assume if you're trying to get out of the city, that's going to be a necessity to start with. Like, just put it out on your fucking belt and make sure people like that alone is probably enough to keep people from harassing you.
Right. Yeah, make it conspicuous, dude. Like, all right, I'm not reaching for it, I'm not holding it, but you guys better damn well be sure.
Well, and then also know how to use it. One of the biggest things that I've seen that a lot of people don't do that I've seen on YouTube when it comes to like prepping is if you have tools, know how to use them.
Right.
Like if you plan on living out in the woods, know how to live out in the woods. Like practice the skills, go out and do it for fun. You know, go backpacking and go out and do bushcrafting and stuff in your spare time, just so that you know how to do it.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, otherwise it's pointless to have any of the shit. You can't handle it.
Yeah.
You ever seen True Grit? The movie with who's the guy that played Lebowski? Daniels? No. Bridges. Jeff Bridges? Yeah. Have you seen the movie where he plays Rooster Cogburn in the Old West, True Grit?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. There was a parody at one point, and it was back to the Winnie the Pooh thing. I'm sorry, I'm kind of fucking obsessed with it for some reason, but somebody did a parody of that called Pooh Grit, where it was Winnie the Pooh essentially instead of that. But there was also one scene in there, and I don't know why I brought it up when you said you better know how to use it, but there's a scene in there where the chick is after this guy, and she actually sees him. And this is an Old West for anybody that isn't familiar with the movie. The guy is walking towards her because it's just a young girl, like a 14-year-old girl. And I don't know why I found this funny, but like he just rushes her. He's like, I don't believe you know how to shoot that thing. And she fucking shoots him, dude. And then his comment is just, I did not think you had the gall to use that. Like, he's matter of fact, he's like, I did not think you would actually shoot me. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's fucking. Yeah, I have to find a clip of that. And trust me, it's pretty funny.
Oh, excellent.
Or actually, it might not be because it's not intended to be funny. Actually, now that I think about it, I just find it funny.
There's a lot of stuff I've seen in movies like that. Yeah. Oh, Rotten Silence is that didn't. He let me stay in the bomb shelter. And I'm like, I'm too annoying for that shit, though. Even though we're not in the same area, but yeah. He's like, most excited to want to live alone in my house.
Yeah.
He's like, in the case of a disaster, I'd rather have some company.
Yeah. No, also,
a very good point. One that I would agree with 100%, though. My only bit of advice for anyone, learn how to use your knife, how to fight with it, how to use it for various tools as much as you can possibly learn to do with it. And always keep it sharp.
Yeah.
For disaster prep, I would 100% agree with that. Like, the knife is probably the most valuable tool.
Yeah. And they're talking about the tampon / pad thing from earlier. A friend of my brother's actually keeps tampons in his little fucking kit or whatever because it's incredibly dry and it can easily light when you need it for like kindling and shit. It's
also one of the best things for nosebleeds.
All right.
It's incredibly good for nosebleeds. It's incredibly good. If it is actually not a bad idea for like bullet wounds or like stab wounds, some sort of penetrating wound. If you got nothing else,
right.
It's a good way to stop the blood.
But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting idea to use
for
it
Tinder.
For Tinder. Yeah.
I've been playing with the idea of coding cotton balls or cotton pads, like those little circular cotton makeup pad things. Rubbing Vaseline into them and then coating them with like wax. So that you peel it open and you can use that as a little fire starter, and it should burn for about 15-20 minutes if you do that.
Oh, right.
Because it essentially turns into like a little candle on the ground. Like the wax melts and then the cotton will just wick it off the ground and burn it for like about 10-15 minutes at least.
Oh, nice.
Start a fire.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's also good for like camping and shit, because if you're trying to get a fire started, sometimes it's like really tough.
Oh, right.
Just have a couple of watt cotton balls that are even just cotton balls rubbed in Vaseline or some shit. Oh, have I ever seen 2 Weeks in Hell, Rotten Silence? No, I haven't seen 2 Weeks in Hell. I'll look that up. That sounds interesting. I have to check that out at some point.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either.
Oh, it's a documentary.
Right.
Oh, it's like Green Berets and shit. U.S. Army Special Forces Green Berets are America's elite warfare specialists. Who are they, and what does it take to become one?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's actually interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. I should probably not be searching on Amazon to try to like put that on my wish list.
Yeah, you do that on your own time, punk.
Do that on my own time.
Damn.
Oh man. Oh shit! It's $153 on Amazon. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't big enough and it didn't. Wax cotton and a certain combination of chemicals don't need a lighter, but will still burn for a bit. Interesting.
Well,
I don't know what that type of chemicals is, Mad Metal Man. Oh, it's on Netflix? I'll check it on Netflix.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pay $153 for it. That's fucking never going to happen.
Yeah. What was the name of it again?
2 Weeks in Hell.
2 Weeks in Hell. And that's on Netflix?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jinx's point. Yeah, steel wool and 9-volt battery will definitely start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that with gum wrappers too, if I remember correctly. The little tinfoil sort of gum wrappers off of like Wrigley's and shit.
Oh, right. Yeah,
set them up and like they'll actually like start a fire that way. I think you can do like any kind of battery with that, even like a little watch battery. If in some cases, would be enough. Because it's not about voltage; it's about amperage. I don't know. Oh, Futter, how did that stream go? And when you brought people and then ditched? We had to have Satan chase them all off, man. It got too chaotic. Or Satan just chased them off because he's Satan. I'm not sure.
Yeah, either way, they didn't stick around long.
It wasn't bad. It was entertaining for a little while, and then it just turned into a normal, boring stream for us.
Yeah. No, it was good. Good times. Yeah, always interesting. Either way, I always want to. If it's a good time, it's a good time.
Exactly.
And if anything unique happens like that, even better. But yeah.
Oh, I'm just. No, none to be sorry about Futter out. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Oh, there's a scene where they have to roll over each other in a pit, and if they throw up, they have to pick it up and put it in their pocket and continue.
Holy fuck.
That's fucking insane.
And this is supposed to be on Netflix? I'm not finding it.
Oh, that's too bad. 2 Weeks in Hell. Dude, that's fucking crazy. Not that, like, if they throw up, they have to continue. Like, whatever, dude. Okay. But they have to put it in their fucking pocket. That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
like, I want to know who thought that was a test of character. Like, if you throw up, put it in your pocket. Keep going. Like, all right. That seems a little fucking weird. Oh, yeah. Netflix does lose things pretty regularly.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on here anymore. Oh, well. It'll be back. Well, I just typed in hell just to kind of like narrow it down just to see what it'll pull up. Spanglish. I pulled up in Spanglish for some reason. That's weird.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Adam Sandler movies have dropped off in quality. I
I
don't know if
actually
I'd
like
say
that
in
one.
hell.
I actually like that movie, dude. It's
Oh, you
probably
would. Of course
fucking
you would.
yeah.
You're a white dude into Mexican chicks. That's pretty much like you for you.
Yeah, that's a good point. But no, it's actually a decent movie, dude.
No, I'm sure it's a good movie. Adam Sandler makes good movies. I
Although,
still watch Adam Sandler movies. Too.
well, it's one of the it's more of along the lines of like Punch Drunk Love than it is like
Oh, I
like
loved Punch Drunk Love.
You know, yeah. Well, again, it's completely different from all other Sandler movies, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spanglish and Punch Drunk Love are nothing like any other Sandler movies. Like they're actually serious dramas.
Sure. I think my favorite part of Punch Drunk Love is when he just fucking beats the hell out of those guys with a fucking crowbar.
Oh, dude, that is fucking amazing, dude.
It's the
because
fucking best part of it,
hurt, dude, and he just fucks them up, dude. Yeah, he has nothing with him, dude. He's completely unarmed and just beats the fuck out of those guys, dude. Yeah, that is pretty amazing.
it's so satisfying at that point too.
Yeah, those guys are such fucking cocksuckers. You know. Although it is kind of funny when they first get a hold of him, whatever, when he's by himself and he's running, and they fucking just drive by and they're like, "Where are you running to? We know where you live." It's like, you're such a fucking asshole, dude. Yeah, but you had a point. Yeah. There's Seymour Hoffman, dude, plays that character. I was always amazed at that dude's like the characters that dude would decide to play. Just some random dude in that fucking movie, you know.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. The fucking end, like that it's almost at the end of it, where the dude like he actually gets all those miles from the fucking pudding.
Yeah. I think that is funny that he actually called up the place. He's like, you realize that this can be easily exploited, and they're just like, oh, well, whatever, you know, go nuts with it.
And he did.
Yeah, he sure the fuck did. Yeah, I like how he's all secretive about it. Like it's his big reveal to that chick. Okay, so there's this thing with pudding packs. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Although he did use it to track her down in Hawaii or whatever. So
yeah. Oh god, I gotta rewatch that shit. I'm pretty sure I have the DVD.
Yeah. No, I love watching him lose his temper, dude. Like it reminds me of me when I was younger because I had a really fucking bad temper when I was younger. You know, like when his sisters are annoying as fuck. Oh god, remember when they're talking shit about him, and then all of a sudden he's smashing the fucking windows in. You know, the sliding glass door and the window. Yeah, dude, like shit like that. I was like, holy shit, dude. Yeah. I can't imagine having fucking any family members that are that in your shit, dude. I'd fucking strangle them.
Oh, what was it? Fucking my cousin's wife was like the last time I was over one of their like gatherings was like, so when are you gonna get married? I'm like, fucking hopefully never. Was not the answer anybody was expecting.
If things go right, it will be never.
Yeah, unless shit's gone wrong, never. God damn. I don't understand why people get married, man. I really don't. Not at this point.
Yeah, no, it's completely unnecessary. Not completely, but almost completely unnecessary. You know, if you have a halfway decent job with like a sizable corporation, it's definitely unnecessary. You can just do, again, the thing that's designed for gay people or whatever, but you can do a fucking domestic partnership or a civil union or whatever the fuck. Because I did that when I worked for Liberty Mutual. Some of the places require some kind of documentation, but Liberty Mutual, all the requirement was is that you were together and that you planned on staying together. That was their criteria for being able to essentially get the same thing, the same benefits as if you're married.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just you guys are together now and you plan on staying together. Okay. Yes, that is the plan at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Man. Like I think AT&T required you to do some kind of registration through West Hollywood for some reason. I never actually did it because I didn't stick around long enough.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like, yeah, usually, most corporations are gonna, be leaning on that. Apparently, gay guys are, good workers. Overall, generally speaking, I don't want to, stereotype anybody.
Rotten Silence would like to know if we've ever seen or heard of quicksand porn. I have never heard of quicksand porn, but now I am.
Quicksand porn?
Interested to know what that fucking means.
I am as well, dude. I hate to put you on the spot there, but type out everything in the chat.
That is.
I'm kidding, obviously.
Let's see. Quicksand porn.
God. So what is it like? Hey, you got to blow me if you want to get out of this quicksand, like that kind of thing.
It's just a bunch of videos on what is. Oh, maybe I need to type in what is. Quicksand fetish, Encyclopedia Dramatica. It's just apparently having a fetish of watching people sink.
Wow, that's weird. Well, no, the porn, that's got to be different than the fetish. If there's quicksand porn, it can't just be watching somebody drown in quicksand.
Right? I think it is.
Nah, come on. All right.
Sexy girls sinking in quicksand and mud compilation.
All right. Whoever said that in the chat, confirm that for me, please. Yeah, because it seemed like if it was quicksand porn, it should be something a little different. It should be actually quicksand involved in fucking somehow.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of hot girls stuck in like mud and quicksand.
Interesting.
That's fucking hilarious.
That is pretty weird.
I got to admit, that was not what I expected.
Yeah,
it's just chicks sinking in quicksand, but they're like naked or like dressed scantily. There's a few where they're like fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's calling it porn, I don't know. Maybe I'm old fashioned, but there should be fucking going on if you're calling it porn.
Yeah, okay. That's
if you called it porn, there were people fucking, goddammit.
You know what? That honestly, that kind of makes me wonder if that's just sort of like, no, it is completely the same. Yeah, okay, it is the same on YouTube as it is anywhere else. Yeah, it makes me wonder if it's sort of like a snuff film kind of like workaround kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Really, it's just people that want to see people die or something, and this is like the closest they can get.
Yeah, is to watch them pretend to drown in quicksand.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know, man. Who fucking knows? People are fucking weird. I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's got to be weird. Like, I don't have any kind of weird fetishes like that.
Yeah. Oh, it's similar to vor. Yeah, that is a little similar to vor. Have you heard of vor?
Of what?
Vor, the fetish of people eating other people.
Oh yes,
but, like, they eat them whole in most cases, like characters and shit.
Yeah. Bizarre, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really give a shit. As long as people aren't doing it in real life and actually hurting anybody, who gives a fuck, man?
Yeah.
Whatever you're into.
All right. Yeah. Even the BDSM shit. Like, dude, if you're both okay with it, fuck it.
Yeah. Yep.
Go for it.
Or like the inflation stuff, probably not a good plan, but
yeah, that's fucking
don't
bizarre.
do it to somebody else. If you want to inflate yourself, you're gonna die. But
dude, have you ever looked up what the psychology is behind that? Did I ask that last time and I forgot already?
I don't remember if you asked that or not, but I don't.
I'd be curious to understand to find out again what the psychology is behind wanting to get inflated and blown up until you essentially blow up.
It's got to be like a pressure thing,
right?
You know, like some people like being squeezed and shit. Like
Maybe.
the people that like it's like a BDSM thing where they like.
But even that, I'm curious. I'm wanting to. I'm thinking deeper than that. Like, why? Why do you want to be squeezed? Why do you like being squeezed? You know what I'm saying? Why do you like? Why does
Oh,
it's
probably like if you want to go to like deep like that, it's probably something reminiscent of being held when you're a kid, when you're a baby. Like you make some sort of connection between that and the feeling of your mom holding you, or of being in the womb or something like that.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I mean,
That's what
my
I was
guess.
after. I'm like, why? Where does that come from? Like, why do people want to be inflated? I don't know. This seems really fucking weird to me.
Yeah, my guess.
Although any fetishes, honestly, are kind of weird to me, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's also like you could probably go into like anal retentive, anal explosive, kind of Freudian shit.
Right.
I'm sure. I don't know, man. I don't fucking
Right.
like that's weird to me, man. I don't like know where the sexuality comes in that.
Yeah.
But then I don't understand the fucking feet people either, and like whatever, man. There's a lot of people that are into feet.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I appreciate nice feet, but I don't understand that. Like, it's not really it's not a sexual thing though for me. That's what's weird, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, how is that
like you're in love with somebody if you guys give each other like foot massages or something, because feet are kind of gross.
right?
But like
Yeah.
that's as far as it goes for me. I can't imagine like any sexual aspect. Like the foot job shit. Like no, that's too gross, man.
Yeah, like literally like
on my
fucking the arches of somebody's feet, like putting their feet together and fucking them or whatever. Yeah, that's bizarre, dude.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
I bet that'd be hilarious. So I don't know why, but it never occurred to me to until you mentioned it. It never occurred to me to watch porn as comedy.
Oh, they put feet on cars and call it sexy. That's fucking weird. Feet people, yeah, feet people are fucking bizarre sometimes. But give more power to them, man, because like there's a lot of shit that ain't supposed to be porn that's porn for feet people.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that reminds me of that Nickelodeon thing. I know I've talked about it before, but that fucking Nickelodeon producer, when like all of his shows like on fucking Nickelodeon involved like the fucking the female people who are supposed to be playing like teenagers, like doing stuff with their feet.
Oh, really?
Like pouring shit on their feet, like weird like food stuff on their feet, or like squishing things with their feet, or like just like all of the shows at some point had weird feet stuff going on.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Because the dude had a foot fetish.
That's fucking brilliant. I wonder if that was his motivating force for him to get into the business, just so he could do that. Just so he could fucking work out his foot fetish, dude. That'd be fucking hilarious.
My sister was into fucking one where it was like a high school, and I guess they were all like singers or shit. Like my baby sister used to watch it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching one, and they kept fucking flashing panties and shit. And I'm like, these are supposed to be like high school girls, and this is fucking a show for kids, like for like young teens. And these chicks are like fucking showing off their fucking panties and stuff like over and over. Like I'm like, that seems fucking inappropriate.
Right.
And not to be a prude, like I don't really give a shit that much of a shit. I just was like, it seems kind of weird that nobody was like too far.
Yeah, why is nobody protesting this? Like, out of everything that gets protested, all the bullshit, like this seems like kind of something that it kind of should be.
Yeah, because the actors themselves were like in their 20s, so it's not like it was real teenagers showing off their like fucking underpants or some shit.
Right.
But it's still like one of those things where you're like, this is a fucking kids channel.
Yeah. Although again, that charge has definitely been levied against Disney for quite some time now. You know what I mean? Really? Yeah. Well, you've seen the thing like how the cloud of dust says sex in it, and then like the drawing.
Yeah, shit like that. This wasn't like. There's no way that they missed this. This wasn't subtle.
Right.
Three of the main characters doing a song and dance number, and they were like occasionally doing little moves and stuff that would just flip up their skirt and show their panties off.
Wow. Yeah, although all cheerleaders do that, right? I mean, that happens.
They were not in cheerleader outfits. They were in sexy Santa Claus girl outfits.
God damn, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. I'm pretty fucking shocked that nobody, or maybe somebody did, and maybe you just didn't hear about it. But that
true,
seems
true.
Like
but it was still like that episode aired every so often. So I mean,
right.
That was the part that was weird to me, was that nobody at Nickelodeon. I'm not like the protest like from people outside. I'm just surprised that nobody at Nickelodeon was like, we got to take that shit down.
Right.
Like, we can't.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking Disney. That wasn't Nickelodeon. That Disney's the one that was accused of
rotten silence. I once met a man, and I quote, "I like them barely legal." I assume that's what the guy said.
Jesus, dude.
Well, I mean, if you want your girlfriend to still need you to put her down for a nap and read her like a bedtime story, but it's not illegal. It's none of my business, I guess.
Yeah. It is kind of weird to. Well, I guess not. They're still, again, 18, 19. They're still attractive, although, again, the way all women are attractive. But that age is still.
It would be too much like dating a child, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But that is kind of when chicks are the hottest. It's like 18 through 25, 26, right in that area.
Oh, look, I'm 38. I'm not really interested in dating anybody under 30 at the bare minimum. But if it was some chick that was 25, I wouldn't feel nearly as weird as an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the 18, 19. To me, that's a kid now.
Yeah, it is.
That's still like a child.
Yeah. No, it's pretty fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I don't it's legal. None of my fucking business, but.
Yeah, no, I'd much rather date someone closer to maybe not my age, but ideally it would be like late 20s, early 30s, which is probably pretty fucked up since I'm an old 40-year-old guy.
You're probably about average.
Yeah.
I think bare minimum for me would be 30, and that would be begrudging.
Right.
I'm a fucking asshole. I'm like, I don't want to date nobody that young.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think for guys, as you get older, personality actually starts becoming more important too. So you're not likely to find an attractive chick younger that's interesting at all. You know what I mean? Besides just being attractive. So yeah, because again, at that age, they're going to be fucking morons still, dude.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah. That's the main thing, honestly. It's somebody I can fucking enjoy a conversation with who's not going to be obnoxious and boring.
Yeah. No, that was the thing with my ex, is god damn, so fucking stupid. Just not interesting. Just fuck, man. Yeah, it's just had no real interest other than I don't want to fucking talk. Yeah, I think I've done enough talking shit about my ex on this program over the time I've been on here, but yeah.
Oh, Futternuts says he's 36. He looks more at situation than just age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand though, Futter. You have a bunch of kids though, man. You got to fucking. I don't have to take care of nobody but me. You just got to take care of you got fucking responsibilities and shit. You're like a real adult. I might be a couple years older than you, but you're more responsible than I am by far. You know what I mean? You too, dude. You got a kid. It's I don't fucking have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, no, I never really did either, but I fucked when I was, drunk, fucking horny, and ended up knocking somebody up.
Yay!
I would never plan to have a kid.
You made a new friend. Yeah, there's some 40-year-old women that are as obnoxious and it's 18-year-olds, of course.
Yeah, some people just never get it. That definitely happens. Some chicks just never fucking learn, never figure shit out. I guess I can't get away with this shit anymore.
Yeah, I always assume it's hashtag not all, man. I know not all 25-year-olds are fucking dumb. I know there's a bunch that are decent people. I just like I don't generally not interested.
Hashtag almost all.
Hashtag almost all. I like that better than not all.
Right. Yeah.
Just on average,
yeah.
younger
You're like
women
finding a fucking 25-year-old chick that's even remotely attractive. That isn't, kind of a bitch and kind of not as interesting as she thinks she is.
Yeah, I was fucking. There was some chick that started working at one of the houses I worked at for a little while, and she was like 19 years old, real fucking smart, just not fucking. I guess not
just
experienced.
Clueless. Yeah, just clueless, dude.
Yeah, kind of clueless. Like she was thinking about going to work at fucking Hooters, right?
Mm-hmm.
She didn't think that like people would hit on her and like grab her ass and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's part of the appeal, isn't it?
Like
it's not the fantastic
it's
food.
not that they're gonna be allowed to. Like if you grab somebody's ass at Hooters, they'll throw you the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But like
it's
still probably gonna happen at some point or another. I was just like, just be aware, like dudes are gonna be like pervert on you and hit on you the whole time. So if you're cool with that, fucking go for it. Just if that's something that's gonna bother you, that might not be the job you want.
Yeah.
But she had a decent sized pair of boobs. I'm sure she could have gotten a job there. She's a good looking kid.
Right.
But just had no idea that would be like somewhere where people would perv. I'm like, really?
Wow. Like, dude, that's the whole fucking premise of the restaurant. Again, the food's okay, but it's not great. The reason most people are going there is to fucking see hot chicks and revealing clothing.
Yeah, what else would be the point?
Yeah, it's not actually about owls. That is not why the restaurant's called Hooters.
It's not actually about owls. Hooters, it's not actually about owls.
That should be their fucking motto.
God damn, dude.
In case you guys didn't figure it out, when we say Hooters, we're not actually talking about the Hooter owls.
Wasn't there a fucking restaurant that was supposed to be like that with a dude? Like dudes in like fucking banana hammocks called like wieners or something, or was that just a joke that I heard sometime?
Yeah, I'm not sure, dude. I'm not familiar with anything like that, but it could be.
Maybe it was just a comedian made a joke and I remembered it. I could have sworn there was like a restaurant called Wieners where like dude, like it was short lived, like it went out of business real quick. Because chicks don't really want to see a bunch of dudes in banana hammocks look with their wieners flopping around.
Yeah, not while they're trying to eat. Yeah, it's not quite
there's not enough gay dudes to keep a restaurant like that open.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Although I got to admit, if a place called Wieners opened up, I'd probably want to go there at least once just to see how fucking creepy it was.
Damn.
I mean, can you just imagine?
The pink taco. That was a good one. I think that was centered here, actually. If I remember correctly, that's the home office or whatever of the Pink Taco is here in Phoenix because they actually put in a bid to name the fucking stadium Pink Taco Stadium for the football team.
Oh
for the Cardinals. They actually put in a bid. I think they actually were the winning bid, but they would not. They just refused it because they didn't want their stadium to be the Pink Taco Stadium.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dude, that's fucking brilliant, dude. Yeah, as far as marketing, that's fucking brilliant. Like, you know what I mean? Put it in because they're not going to fucking accept it, but it's going to be talked about.
Yeah, people are going to know
what I mean?
Big Taco.
Brilliant advertising. It's essentially not going to cost you anything in the end.
I've never heard of the Pink Taco, and I'm learning about it now because of that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, I had never heard of it before that either. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking brilliant, dude. Because again, so much free advertising, and again, they're not going to accept it, so you can put in whatever fucking bid you want. You don't want to make it outrageous, or they're going to be like, oh, okay, we can't turn this down because it's so much money. So you want it to be in line with the other ones, but you want it to be a little more, so they have to talk about it, but they ultimately have to turn it down. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Whoever owns that fucking place, it's fucking brilliant, dude.
If I didn't hate restaurants with like a fiery passion, I'd find out if there's a Pink Taco near me and go to it.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Or then again, also the fucking keto thing, I can't really eat any of their fucking food anyway.
Oh, right, right. Yeah, because even like the chicken wings and that are going to be essentially breaded or whatever. Oh no, wait, no, they're not. Oh, wait,
Yeah, some of them are just tossed in fucking like hot sauce and butter and shit, which is fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the dude, Rotten Silence was the guy who took his 12-year-old kid to the fucking Hooters for his birthday.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude, that's so fucking funny. I bet you like the fucking waitresses flirt with that 12-year-old fucking shamelessly.
Right, right. Oh, it's so adorable. Yeah.
They probably like, they're like, we're gonna make this his fucking, he's gonna remember this night.
This
Showing
will
him
be
like
his
little
next
extra
birthday.
cleavage.
Right.
Oh, that's fucking, that's fucked up.
So I wonder if they actually, yeah, I would imagine they actually sang the song. It came out and sang the fucking birthday song to him. Yeah, because I remember them doing that for me and my fucking friends. Because I told them, I'm like, dude, you guys aren't going to do this, right? You're not going to fucking have them sing to me, right, on my birthday, because I'm not going to go. You fucking do that shit. And
They
the
did it
fucking
anyway?
assholes, they sure the fuck did, fucking assholes. And it's uncomfortable for me. Like, I don't know, man. It's
In
just,
my
again,
family,
my personality is not going to enjoy that kind of thing. You know what I
in
mean?
my family,
like,
you don't go to the bathroom first.
Yeah.
Because
What?
the second you fucking go to the bathroom in my family, it becomes your birthday. Don't ever go. Because if you get up and leave that table first, it's your birthday that night. Every goddamn time.
All right.
So if you're worried about it on like just one day, like it's when it's actually your birthday, imagine like somebody's birthday is happening every time you go to a restaurant.
Damn, dude.
That's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Bad, dude.
Like, I'd like it to not be anybody's birthday. Thank you. Especially because it really isn't anybody's birthday. Although we're also fucking lazy. We order food from restaurants now because there's like a service it'll just buy from any restaurant and bring it to your house.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that. It'll actually deliver it and charge you like $8 or whatever.
Like DoorDash or something like that. And so you can order from like, I don't know, maybe like 150 some odd fucking restaurants around. Some crazy fucking thing.
So yeah, pretty much any of them. They're the ones that go pick it up, right? And they pick it up and deliver it to you. So they can essentially do any restaurant, really. I would imagine.
Essentially, it's sort of like Uber, but for restaurants.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can do it for
on a smartphone app. Yeah, and they'll just bring you your fucking DoorDash food.
Yeah, and you can do it for groceries too now. Like they'll go and fucking pick up your groceries for you and deliver them.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff started off in places like Austin.
Right.
Like the big cities and shit, like Austin, Texas. I know had a bunch of that stuff for a while. And it's just starting to get into the other smaller cities around the country now.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense, yeah.
Like DoorDash, I think, started in Austin.
DoorDash.
Check, but yeah. Crazy shit like that. That's just too fucking lazy for me, man.
That's I would feel weird.
The groceries part, not the restaurant part, but yeah.
Yeah, if I never had to interact with the person delivering it, I could maybe do it that in that scenario, but I don't know. I'd be too ashamed to open the door and meet my fellow human who knows that I was too lazy or too whatever to just go to the store myself or just go to the restaurant myself. I don't know, man. I'm like, hey, leave it on the doorstep and get the fuck out of here. I don't want you seeing me. Yeah, but even then, I would know, like, yeah, and that's gonna bug me more than anything. Like, dude, just go to a fucking restaurant yourself, you lazy fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit! It's already almost fucking 4 o'clock, dude.
Yeah, it's almost 4. We probably should call it a day.
Okay. Yeah, we're kind of petering out here. We have been
winding down.
All right. So yeah. All right. One of you fuckers have stuck around. Appreciate it. Appreciate the hell out of you. And also, bye-bye.